Got my scarf, got my old coat. I got a footy game to go to. Footy's on, footy's here again. Back to greet me like an old friend. And, well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. I'll meet a friend outside the ground. We'll argue over who's gonna win. He'll go for his team, I for mine. We'll watch him slug it out right to the end. And show me the crowd and I'll take my place. I'm hungry for the taste of it. And, well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what football means to me. That's how I like my footy to be. And, well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about I got along to.
Hello everyone and welcome again to Filming Footy's coverage of the Hills Football League Game of the Round. Jeff Bastow and the Call of the Wild team back with you after a week off for the State Country Championships, and must say another entertaining tussle is on offer as we pay a return visit here to Hybrid Ag Oval in Gumeracha for the Round 13 Country Division match between the hosting Northern Magpies and the Ironbank Thunderers. A big clash in terms of where these particular teams may finish in the pecking order, with just 4 rounds left of the minor round season. And great to see back, refreshed after bye, is Benny Goldfinch.
Pistols. Finals like weather today, and I expect these two sides to play each other in finals later in the year. If it's anything like the early season clash, which was the goal to difference, J&J Hill, we'll get to that shortly. It'll be an absolute cracker today. And of course, 4 rounds remaining in the country division. The last 2 rounds are kind of depending on what happens next week, but we'll get to that shortly. But yeah, no, very much looking forward to this clash. Back at Gumeracha, should be cracker.
And fantastic conditions here, we might say. Blue sky, a few clouds around, but the sun's shining brightly, which in the middle of winter in Adelaide Hills is fantastic. And a great game of reserves football being played here at the moment. Gumeracha just gone there 6-9 to 5-3, so a close game there at the moment. Now, Benny.
Yes.
We pride ourselves on professionalism in bringing this live stream product, but Benny, my sources tell me that prior to our last Call of the Wild outing...
Oh, hang on, just keep them hooked. Hang on. We're also on Lofty 88.9 Radio with Altitude, Pistols, Filming Footy YouTube, and the Call of the Wild Facebook page today. Continue.
Right, now, my sources tell me that prior to our last Call of the Wild outing, our stats man was apparently out till all hours in Lobethal the previous night.
Wow.
Harley preparing the stats that matter. Hello to a suitably contrite Jaden J. Hill.
Oh, here we go. Pistols Goldie, great to be here. I knew there was going to be some sort of stitch up on here. But no, I was just doing the right thing. I was being the driver and yes, but doing the right thing. So yes, and don't worry, I had the stats all prepared as usual. So yeah, so that was a cracking contest between Lobethal and Hahndorf, and I reckon this one will be today. So should be a great contest.
Now, of course, the fantastic Filming Footy crew is with us again. Our producer Tommy, who once again bring you some great images here. You can see pre-match, just going through a bit of history from both clubs, Ironbank and Gumeracha. And of course, master cameraman James Davis on the roof will be bringing you all the action down his lens this afternoon. And as Goldie said, welcome the Lofty 88.9 FM listeners throughout the Adelaide Hills.
Adelaide Insurance Brokers bringing that, and Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills, so thanks for that.
And when you mention sponsors, of course, big thanks to our worldwide Call of the Wild stream media sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, the HFL sponsors, Police Credit Union of West End, Sports Power, Sherwin, the Courier newspaper, Rostow Homes, MAC and Closey Supermarket. And today, Gumeracha Club Game Day sponsors, Hybrid Ag, Product Carton Supplies, Y Climb Tower Hire, Salisbury Locksmiths, John O'Day Electrical, the Gum Hotel and Kerry Woodard's Insurance. And for the Ironbank major club sponsors, McGain Real Estate, again McGain.
Yep.
Centina, Hahndorf Old Mill and Noarlunga Packaging. And of course, as we say every call, thank you very much to those sponsors for their support of community football. Now, once again, Benny, you and Tommy have been out doing your marvellous pre-match work here at Ags.
Soaking up the vitamin D.
Ag Oval,
We had a bit of a chat to Tony Hannaford, the Gumeracha president, and also Don Watton, who's the vice president of the Ironbank Cherry Gardens Football Club. So during the pre-game show, we're going to have a chat to both of those guys as we head over to Tommy now. And welcome Tony Hannaford here from the Gumeracha Footy Club, the Oval itself. Where are we today?
We're at the Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval, so they're a major fertiliser company and our major sponsor.
How long have you been president now, Tony, of the Gumeracha Footy Club?
President, I think only about 3 years. So sorry if I'm a little bit distracted. I'm just watching the game, but 3 years I think.
Enjoying it?
Enjoying it, yeah, I guess so. It's always a lot to do.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Just tell us about what the role is on game day and then also during the week. So obviously we've got the reserves on at the moment. So when's it start for you?
When's it start? So you got to always show your face as president. You know, to show the players they've got a bit of support and sort out all those domestic issues that are going on between different players or different officials or different things that come up. And of course, Monday is usually a bit of a tricky day if there's something happened on the previous Saturday that whether it's some sort of issue that goes on, unfortunately, with footy, that always does. And today, of course, we've got our reunion days. So
spanning back to 1922, different grades throughout the time, so that should be great.
Yeah, of course, the 1922 side's not here, but
No.
it's the descendants of that team, plus 3 other premiership teams. So they're all here today, or some of them, and we have to say good day. Particularly when you've got people you haven't seen for 40 years, then it's sometimes a bit hard to recognise them.
For sure, and the game itself today should be a cracker against Ironbank. Both sides vying for the top 3.
In the A grade, yeah, for sure. We've, as I just spoke to the Ironbank, one of their officials, they're up and down as well with COVID. So one week they're playing really well, then they're getting beaten. And in our own case, we've knocked off the 2 top sides and been beaten by the 2 bottom sides.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to pick how the day's going to go.
Have you found that this season, throughout the year, obviously some guys have missed for different reasons. How's that affected the club, trying to get players to, play?
Well, some clubs with greater depth, of course, can cover it. And you do need, everyone's going through the same thing with COVID and soft tissue injuries and even the cold that's been pretty bad this year. So the clubs with greater depth have been able to cover that. But we've struggled a bit, as has this other club.
Ironbank,
Yeah, so they've been beaten by the bottom sides and then come out and smashed others. So you just don't know what's going to happen until you actually get there on the day.
And just going back to last year, obviously Sam Hanna winning the male medal, that was a great achievement for him and the club as well.
Well, Sam's a very, very special player, and he's got real skills, there's no doubt about it. He played a fair bit of league footy, so him and his brother, key players for us, and obviously opposition sides trying to man them up, but when Sam's hot, it's almost impossible to man up. He would have to be one of the favourites for the medal again, I would think.
Good to have Michael Walters back in the last game. Is he good to go again today, or what was?
I haven't seen Michael actually, but I've given his dad a bit of a hard time. But he did play last week, and he did get through without breaking down again. So hopefully he's set for the rest of the year.
And some good things as well have been happening at Gumeracha over the last few years, obviously with the light towers and some upgrades. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, for sure. We've got some sponsors that did the light towers, which are really great, and we had a very successful night game, and I think we'll try and do that again because it brings in
against Kersbrook, Anzac Day or Anzac Night, whatever that. Yeah.
But it brings in other people from around the town and around the district that wouldn't normally go to footy. So during the earlier months of the footy season, we'll certainly be doing that. New scoreboard. We put up some new nets, but unfortunately they blew down in a storm, so we've got to do that. So we're still working at it, but the Oval looks fantastic today, and hopefully have a great game.
And your involvement with the Gumeracha Footy Club, obviously you said last few years taking over as presidents. Prior to that, footy-wise?
So some people play for lots of different clubs, but no one wanted me, so I've just stayed here at Gumeracha. So I played all my junior footy here. won a premiership, and played in a few other premierships, and then all the B grade and A grade I played here. So this is it for me.
What does the Gumeracha Footy Club mean to you?
What does it mean? Well, and I still work in the town. So I was born here, played footy here. I've got a cherry farm here. So So for me, it is the focus of the community really, and it's so important for small towns to have some sort of focus, whether it's religious, whether it's netball, whether it's footy. So community sport, very, very important for small communities.
Fantastic. And the cricket side has also done well over recent years as well.
Yeah.
And welcome Tony Hannaford here from the Gumeracha.
They've been beaten by the bottom sides and then come out and smash. He's set for the rest of the year.
And some good things as well have been happening at Gumeracha over the last few years, obviously with the light towers and some upgrades. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, for sure. We've got some sponsors that did the light towers, which are really great, and we'd had a very successful night game, and I think we'll try and do that again because it brings in
against Kersbrook, Anzac Day or Anzac Night, whatever that. Yeah.
But it brings in other people from around the town and around the district that wouldn't normally go to footy. So during the earlier months of the footy season, we'll certainly be doing that. New scoreboard. We put up some new nets, but unfortunately they blew down in the storm, so we've got to do that. So we're still working at it, but the oval looks fantastic today, and hopefully have a great game.
And your involvement with the Gumeracha Footy Club, obviously, you said last few years, taken over as presidents. Prior to that, footy-wise?
So some people play for lots of different clubs, but no one wanted me, so I've just stayed here at Gumeracha. So I played all my junior footy here, won a premiership, and played in a few other premierships, and then all the B grade and A grade I played here. So this is it for me.
What does the Gumeracha Footy Club mean to you?
What does it mean? Well, and I still work in the town. So I was born here, played footy here. I've got a cherry farm here. So So for me, it is the focus of the community really, and it's so important for small towns to have some sort of focus, whether it's religious, whether it's netball, whether it's footy. So community sport, very, very important for small communities.
Fantastic. And the cricket side has also done well over recent years as well.
Yeah, no, the cricket. I never played cricket. I played tennis, but Carper, you should be talking to him. He's the cricket fanatic. So
and he looks after the oval still nicely.
Yeah, he's retired, so he's got plenty of time to just. He just lives the oval, and if it rains too much, we're not even allowed to go on the oval, which I disagree with, because I think the oval's there to be playing football on. But he's still here, and he's a real stalwart of the club and the community.
All right, Tony, what's your predictions for the A grade match today? Obviously, you're thinking Gumeracha will win. What do you reckon will be the main margin?
Well, I like to watch the B grade because that gives some sort of indication, and we're playing the top side, but we're pretty competitive today, and after this kick we might be sort of level going. But in the A grade, very, very hard to pick. I like to think we're going to win by a couple of goals because it's on our home ground. We've got a pretty strong side. We lost one guy last week for rib injuries, or 2 weeks ago, but I think we'll get there today.
Well, the last game was a goal, I think, the difference at Ironbank, so if it's anything like that, we're in for a cracker.
Yeah, home grounds are very, very important in footy, and you just tend to lift, and some of those clubs down there don't travel all that well. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on them, but I think we'll get up today. I'm pretty confident we'll get there.
All right. Thanks very much, Tony Hannaford, for joining us.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, mate.
Back here live in Gumeracha, the hybrid ag Gumeracha Oval for the Country Division Round 13 game and HFL match of the day.
Got our umpires today, Pistol, some big names.
Yes, umpire Rosswell and Timmy Napstein, because Max Matheson and Jake Matheson and the Boundary Academy boys, and Trevor McDonald and Darryl Wood doing the flag work here this afternoon. So important game here today, boys. Jeff Pistola here with you with Benny Goldfinch and Jaden Jahill. And boys, just as the team's going through their last minute rituals, warm-ups, as the captain's about to do the toss by looks like Benny Hannon in the middle. Boys, two clubs who have won 3 of the last 4 premierships in this division. Of course, 2018-20 2020 was Ironbank, and of course 2019 Gumeracha. So second playing fourth officially at the day.
Over to you, Jaden. What do you got for us?
Oh, it should be a cracking contest because it's the best offense versus the best defense. So Gumeracha have only conceded 702 points this season, which is the least by any club this season, and Ironbank have scored 1,330 points, which is the most by any team. So I'm really intrigued about that matchup there. The average margin, guys, between these two teams is 35.2, and the average margin between these two teams here is 30.5. The last time these two teams played against each other, it was Gumeracha won 18-17, 125, defeating Ironbank 10-9, 69, so 56-point margin.
That was last time here?
Yeah, last time here, so round 2, 2021, and Sam Hannah kicked 5 goals in that contest.
Wow.
So, yeah, it should be very interesting.
I'd say they're a bit of an enigma at Gumeracha because, as we said at the moment, they sit in fourth spot, have the third best percentage, so very vital the last few rounds, as Benny said, when they the last 2 rounds they draw them out, they had all your positions that you are. But they've lost to the bottom 2 sides this season, but they've beaten the competition leader, Kangarilla, twice.
Yes,
and
yes.
also, I'm not sure of this stat, Billy, I know you, I don't think they've been beaten at home this season so far.
Correct. I think that's right as well, Pistols. So,
Wow.
yes, no, they haven't. They haven't been beaten. So they've won by 45 points in round 1, won by 40 points in round 3, won by 38 points in round 5, won by 5 points in round 9, and won by 85 points. That was against the Meadows, I believe, in round 11. So, yeah, that was a big margin there. So, be very interesting. They actually average 30.4 points Gumeracha at home, so in the first quarter. So if they can get to a 5-goal head start, that would be massive.
Oh, Trevor Mack.
Trevor Mack just passing by, goal umpire, just done the field umpiring. The man who wanted to get out umpiring, Goldie, he's everywhere. Hey, great umpire.
I was here last year, Pistols and Jaden. Similar conditions actually for the elimination final between Meadows and Ironbank at
yes.
Gumeracha, and of course Meadows won that one and made their way through to the grand final. But this is beautiful weather.
We
here.
continue at Benny Hanna won the toss for Gumeracha, and they will go to the rightest screen, the road end or the big rocking horse end of the ground, and Ironbank Thunderers will be kicking to the left of screen or the left of your dial for those on 88.9 FM. So umpire Wall just making last minute check if everyone's ready to go. So it'll be the big man King with the ruck duties here for Gumeracha. So ball sailed away. We're in round 13 action. Unlucky for some. King gets the first tap down, scramble. Hannah already in there. Also lurking around there was James Cross in the long sleeves, number 42. So once again, front position was King, but over the top was Moss, number 26. Ball comes down there. Moss still trying to work his way through. Ball spills out here. Finally comes out here. Clearance. The first clearing kick will be from Rosman. The Thunderers skipper puts it out wide and finds a teammate out wide.
I've got to be honest here, Pistols. It's an exciting forward line for Gumeracha. We've got Walters, Ethan Lynch. Of course, he's opposed to Daniel DeSengo, but in the meantime, the ball's down the other end of the ground. Here's Redden, kicks the ball to the half-back flank, but it's chopped out there for the Thunderers through Thomas Watton. He kicks towards the half-back flank, and Ben Hanna backing back with a bit of courage. Could he earn a 50-metre penalty? And he has a bit of a chat to Vandermeer. So bringing the ball up to the wing here. Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval, lovely conditions. Home of the Rocking Horse, of course. Here's Walters. We saw him earlier in the season.
He won the coveted beanie.
Kicks inside 50. Dangerous position here. Here's the dangerous Dylan Harding. Tried to get it to Neindorf. Ball's bubbling around. Thunderers defence under the pump. And umpire Napstein comes in and says, I'll have it. So inside 50 here for the Northern Magpies, kicking towards the entry gate end.
So Mossa Pie gets the top to Watton. Gets around on his left boot, wobbles one forward, waiting back there to Gumeracha. Oh, nice, he trapped there.
Holding on free kick to
Lindstone.
advantage, is it?
Being paid to advantage by the look of it. Here's Danny Leaf supplying pressure there. Ferris Bueller, oh, well done. Picks up a teammate up the road at Neindorf. Good spoil there. Neindorf recovers well. Lots of good work there, close in by. I think in the sleeves was Lindstone. And out over the boundary line for a throw-in. So just under 2 minutes of play, and both sides having forward 50-metre entries already.
Great crowd around the...
yeah, great, good crowd in the house.
Two senior matches here at...
Because big premiership reunion for Gumeracha this afternoon, Ben.
Oh, handball over the top. Here's an opportunity. Ben Hanna looking for a bit of support. Decides to go his own way. Kicks it towards the half-forward line. Here's Walters already presenting nicely early. And it's just staying alive. Here's Walters. We saw him work some magic from this area against Kersbrook. And he's just missed it to the right there. So Gumeracha, as they often do, coming out with all guns blazing. Pushing towards this end of the ground. Should be
Wells with the job on Walters this afternoon, possibly, Benny.
John Cock will bring the ball in here, Pistols.
Plenty of experience. Nurses it out just up the line and finds Hoffel.
Hopeful. That's it. Two of them today, Jacob and Isaac.
So Desengo decides to go backwards to go forwards, puts it right across the face of goal and finds Hopeful.
Isaac
Hopeful, variety. Puts it out wide, but he wouldn't be happy with that kick.
No.
And just turned over the ball there nicely to Bo Matthews.
And he finds the dangerous Sam Hanna, last year's male medalist, inside 50 with the helmet on. Of course, premiership player at the Northern Magpies in 2019. Spent some time at Central District.
77 games, I think, Ben,
yep.
for the Centrals.
Had 2 stints at the Bulldogs, but now back here in the Northern Magpies colours. And as we heard Tony Hannaford say pre-game, he's right up there probably in the male medal count this year. So Hanna, Sam variety, goes for goal. And he's a goal kicker. And that's the first for the Magpies. They're on the board here at Hybrid Ag Oval in Gumeracha. 4-minute mark. And they lead 1-1 to Ironbank get the score. Jaden.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 8 kicks to 4 at the moment, 3 inside 50s to 0. So the last time Gumeracha played here against Meadows, they scored 56 points in the first quarter. So Ironbank need to be very wary of that, where Meadows didn't even score a goal. So be interesting to see if Gumeracha can keep on rolling here, guys.
Fast starters.
So umpire Wall sets up King versus Moss. Moss gets it down. Crashing his way, trying to crash his way.
Good tackle. Good tackle.
And holding the ball is the call.
They've come out with intent here, Pistols.
Played against James Cross. So Hanna already in the action. Benny Hanna puts it out wide here to a teammate.
Lynch.
Up there by Lynch. Oh, here's Sammy Hanna already on the goal kicking list. Clever with the left. Raises the eyes, puts it down to the corridor. Ball comes out here. Defence by the Thunderers. Misses the target there with the handball just under the pressure. Coughed up again. There was Lynch getting involved there for the Magpies. Ground level was Ben Hanna.
Can we just look at? Can we have a look at that again, Tomia? That was pretty smart there by Ben Hanna.
Experienced footballer.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was John Cock coming in.
He knew what was coming.
Was it a bit of Genovan action, did you suggest? Or
let's have a look. See what the replay says.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, he's earned the free kick anyway.
So a chance to join his brother on the goal kicking list, and we've only just over 5 minutes of play in this first term. Here at Gumeracha Oval, the Northern Magpies.
Premiership player at Gum and Mount Barker.
Male medals in both divisions of the Hills Football League. Can't emulate his brother. Oh, can he? Umpire Trevor? Yes, I thought he did move a bit. So 1-2 plays 0, 5.5 minutes gone here in the Call of the Wild.
So Jeremy Johncock will bring the ball in here for the Thunderers. Of course, sponsors for them today, McGain Real Estate, Centina, Hahndorf Old Mill and Norlunga Packaging. So Hopeful in the back pocket. Goes to Watton in the other back pocket. Watch out. Rusty signs here early for the Thunderers and a little bit of loose checking from the boundary kick there from Graber. And he's found a teammate in James Taylor, Pistols, who has an opportunity to nail the Northern Magpies second inside 6 minutes.
Because we saw him earlier in the year, about round 3 in the night game against Kirk.
Oh, he's from Northern.
The boy from the Darwin
area.
So he'd be appreciating this weather today. Not so much the last few Saturdays, but so James Taylor can hold a tune too, I'd suggest. So
got a bit of a moustache.
Sets it on its way.
Goal, thanks for coming. And that's gone onto the Maid Road. Cars have to slow down for that. Good start, Jaden, for Gum.
It's to 5 at the moment. So
Just go again.
So 12 kicks to 5 at the moment for Gumeracha. So like I said before, fast starting, averaged 30 points in the first quarter at home, and averaged 24 points in general. So in the first quarter this season. So 2-2-14 to no score.
Looking out here, we've said almost perfect conditions here. Blue skies, sun's out. As I said, the middle of winter are amazing here in the hills, but minimal breeze, Benny, so you couldn't say the breeze is a factor. It's just, as you said, unforced errors.
It's an exciting Gumeracha forward line.
Yep, so Sam Hanna gets it out to teammate there gets it out wide. Here's a chance for Neindorf. Foot races on in front of the members' pavilion. And finally, ball out over the line. Last
Looking for a
the academy
free
boy
kick
says
there
no.
on the scene.
That was actually Tom Watton trying to milk the boundary umpire there. But Ruck.
Yep, boundary throw in, centre wing, out of side. Grandstand side of the ground. They had a bit of a pre-match reunion gathering. Here's Graber. Bit of a shank in towards the half-forward line. Desengo just managed to get a 2-metre kick away under pressure. Here's Hopeful around the action. Isaac variety. Nice run and carry through the middle of the ground. Josh Rosman, the captain, kicks it towards the half-forward line. Good gather there by Muirden. Gets it onto a runner. Kicks it into the pocket. Here's Vandermeer. His first real look at it. Cleverly slaps it on. Pistols. Oh, good lunging attempt there from the Northern Magpies defender. In fact, it's not the best attempt because it's a free kick, I reckon, for Ironbank.
Tyler Quinn.
Flat out football there from Ironbank through the middle of the ground, and it'll pay off here with a shot at goal.
Just around in front of the scoreboard, the Ian Carpenter scoreboard, as we dub it, 2-2 to yet to score. So the chance here for Quinn.
Yeah, he didn't have. Is he one of the under-18s?
One of the young fellas.
The senior cult things, I think.
So Quinn, chance here to rouse the first score of the afternoon for the Thunderers. Yes, he did pull it a bit to the right, so through for a minor score, but at least they're on the board, I suppose. So 2-2, plays one behind. 8.5 minutes gone first term here in the quarter wide. Trust you're enjoying our worldwide stream. Just an update, Gumeracha winning the reserves by 18 points, 7-9 to 5-3, so they'll give the senior side a bit of a confidence build. So ball in the centre of the ground, bouncing, which is you don't usually see that in July. Benny in the hills, good sweeping handball out there, so there's a chance to go into attack.
Yep.
Pinpoint delivery there, finds Mitch Trepka.
There he goes, a bit of a low kick. Maybe it's a tactic because it's gone over the top. Hit a Harding. Almost gave away a free kick. There was Hopeful, but did it nicely. He got it onto Watton on the left boot. Kicks it outside of defensive 50. Chopped off there by Ben Hanna. Pistols, and he'll kick a ball inside 50 once again. Jaden, what's the inside 50 stats just shortly?
So
8-1.
8-1.
Puts it up high. Contest there, comes off hand. Oh!
High tackle.
He loses his head there. No, perhaps the gentleman.
Nice work there, Nappy was on the scene. The umpire.
So you're just repeating those inside 50 numbers, guys. 8-1 at the moment. So yeah, Gumeracha dominating.
Damning stat this early in the game. Ball comes out here. Taylor tried to steal it, but it's knocked out of his way. Here's a chance.
Oh, Graber.
Graber, I tell you, that would have been a great opportunist goal from the former leading goal kicker in the competition.
Yep, of course, played at Kersbrook, now at Gum last few years. So Jeremy Johncock had a little bit of work to do early. 3 kick-outs for him as Gumeracha go to 2-3. Ironbank 1 point. Johncock kicks the ball in. High flyer. Good mark there by Galliford.
Former Kangarilla Junior, Goldie.
He goes trying to find a teammate there, but nicely chopped out by Harry Parker. So we can reload just around from the Gumeracha coaching staff and the supporters.
Just already, Benny and Jordan, Gumeracha just look more precise with their use of the ball. The Thunder is under pressure, I know, but they just don't look confident when they, searching out for teammates. With Gumeracha, just a bit more system to their game. Maybe Ironbank taking a while to settle down as we're only 10 minutes in.
Ben Hanna, Pistols, just getting the calves rubbed out. Obviously just having a bit of a breather as Watton kicks the ball up the wing.
So, mark taken here by Ben Polkinghorn, one of the young guys, under 18, still eligible. Pulls his kick wide to be close to the boundary line. Ball comes to ground. Good work there by Jack Parker getting involved. Ball held in there eventually. Umpire will come in aboard. Umpire Wall and Timmy Napstein officiating here this afternoon. So Ruckjewel, ball comes down. Once again into a pack situation. Not coming out of there. Will Muirden, the Ironbank skipper, involved? Or former skipper. So once they go, big rise there over the top was Matheson. One of the young men, young ruckman, so it looks like he'll go back, and once again ball comes down, trying to crash his way there was Braden Hart, because another past Gumeracha player that spent time at Kersbrook. So Ruckjewel, ball comes down here, trying to get there was Danny Leaf. Ferris Bueller, good to see him back in the side, Benny, after a lengthy absence of injury.
Premiership player back in 2019. Few still remaining from that team. Here's one of them, Sam Hanna. Thanks for coming. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Kicks the ball inside 50. Dylan Harding. That's champagne football. Can we get a look at that from in a sec? In the meantime, Sam Harding kicks the ball and finds a teammate. That is exceptional football from Sam Hanna. Look at this run. From the stoppage, Pistols.
Yeah, absolutely. Just shells a bit of candy here. Just nonchalantly strolls around there, gets around whirls, picked out a teammate.
Love that delivery.
And Harding, who unselfishly, as I said, with purpose, found Bo Matthews. So Matthews the chance to kick his first of the afternoon. They're going towards the left, the right of screen. The rocking horse in. It's a bit of a mung kick, but it's got the desired result, I reckon. Wait on Trevor McDonald. Yes! So Matthews gets his first and the third for Gumeracha there. 3-3 to 1 behind.
Hey, Jaden, so first quarter this year for Gumeracha, how are they looking?
Yep, I'll just get those stats up. But the last time Gumeracha...
That's right, you do your thing now.
Actually, just a stat here. So the last time Gumeracha played Ironbank here, they scored 42 to 12 in the first quarter. So it's looking like that at the moment. But yeah, Gumeracha in the first quarters this year, guys, they average 24.5. So, and like I said, the highest score in the first quarter this year is 56.
Back in the middle, decisive punch out there for Ezra Lane, who's going to do some support in the ruck. Kick forward for the Northern Magpies towards the half-forward line. Lovely pick-up by Lynch, looking for some support. Here's Sam Hanna. Went one way then the other. Managed to get a bit of a drop kick to his brother. That's a leap.
The drop kick is alive. Sammy does it all. The candy.
Drop kick on the left, I reckon here. Not just on the third. This is on the left.
That is a definite drop kick.
That's a bit of coup de feet he's worked with his
rugby league field goal. I'd be happy with that.
That's exceptional.
So Benny Hanna, the skipper. Chance here to join his brother on the goal kicking list. Tighten the ankle.
Goodness gracious!
That's no problem for the Hanna brothers. So I tell you what, as we said, no special breeze out here. It's just better football they're playing at the moment. It's certainly already to be a few alarm bells ringing in the Ironbank coaching box.
Certainly. Hey, Jaden, over the last sort of couple of weeks, how's Gumeracha? Have you noticed some interesting there with Gumeracha's scoring output? Obviously, they beat Macclesfield quite comprehensively. Meadows, both those sides had some players out.
Yeah, that's interesting because like their last 5 first quarters have been 32, 56, 15, 20, and 7. So really, from round 8, Goldie, they really got to another level in the first quarter.
So, ball coming out the centre, but held up there. So the Rucks will grab umpire Wall, balls it up. Leaving high there was the young man in Matheson. Ball comes down here, held up in here. We saw they beat Meadows, as you said. They got out the blocks very early, had 8 goals or so in the first term, so they're certainly doing it. It's another top 4 contender here. Ball pushed forward. Shot on the run, go top of the deep of the goal square. I tell you what, that's a great finish there.
33 to 1 now.
Charlie Grober getting involved in the goal kicking. He missed that one early, but he's certainly spot on there. So, well, starting to turn this into a little bit of a cakewalk here, boys.
If Ironbank don't score a goal this quarter, it'll be the first time against Gumeracha they haven't scored a goal in the first quarter, I believe. So
since returning to country division.
Returning country division in 2017.
Well, I tell you what, Ironbank came into this game, Jaden, they'd scored 58 more goals than Gumeracha, but Gumeracha conceded 6 less, but at the moment it's all one-way traffic towards the right of screen.
It certainly is. So back in the middle, stoppage situation.
Big King was off to the
races.
races.
The score is 33 to 1. We're just upgrading the score at the moment, just fixing that. So 33 to 1 for the Thunderers. On the back foot at the moment, I should say. They're 32 points down, Ironbank, as the ball is half-forward line. Here's a chance for the Northern Magpies to work the ball across the half-back flank. Oh, that's could be send-off.
Oh! He's turned it over. It's going to be a free kick there.
Anyway, not a send-off.
To Josh Van der Meer.
Maybe a month ago.
Because his brother Jake, a late withdrawal of gastro, I believe. Now, Josh kicked 14 at his last outing, of course, against Torrens Valley a fortnight ago. Benny, so...
how many has he kicked for the year?
63.
63. He's leading the competition. Next highest goal kicker is Levi Grigg with 17, so just shows how dependent they are on Van der Meer, the Josh variety. So they dearly need a goal here, that's for sure. Sets on its way, has not read that enough. In fact, doesn't come back enough, so through for a minor score. It's their second of the afternoon.
Just updating the scores, Pistols. Scoreboard is now updated. Sensational work. 33 to 2, I reckon now. So 5 goals, 3 to 2 points. Meantime, the ball's on the wing. Thunderers just need a settler after the break. Here's Neindorf. He'll kick the ball along the wing. Over the top. Thanks for coming. That's Lynch. What a great mark. He's been in good form over recent weeks. Kicks the ball towards centre-half forward. Taken there by Redden. So Redden, true centre-half forward area. This dangerous Northern Magpies attack. Kicks it towards the pocket area. Over the top was Walters, I think, or Graber. In fact, it's Mitchell Trebka.
Yeah.
All got the same sort of look. Meantime, Thunderers will clear the ball outside here with Jacob Hopeful finding the playing coach in Elijah Ware.
So Ware, haven't seen a lot of him early. Must have stayed on the bench. He's come on to sort of stem the tide here for his side. There's plenty of experience there. It's the Central Districts, also a Chunga Premiership player. So umpire Wall.
Supporters really getting into the sausages and bread over here.
Yeah, great community feel here. Why not country football alive and well here in the Adelaide Hills? And why not on a day like today, as I said, second last Saturday in July, and you get weather like this. Why
I'm
wouldn't
sweating
it be
up
out?
a storm in here.
Get the snags out, have the sun tent out, unbelievable. So, scramble play, comes out the back door, finally comes out into cross, gets on the left, puts it further field.
Oh,
Good work there.
Danny Leaf.
Danny Leaf. Bueller puts it out wide.
Oh, Desengo heard someone.
Desengo. Would a ball bounce for Lynch? No, it doesn't. Flicks handball into Thomas Watt, and he's got a little bit of time to raise the eyes. Goes straight down the centre. Once again, this Gumeracha defence comes out here. Well done by Marcus Graham, son of. Gets a nice little kick out here, but the intended target didn't reach him as chipping in as Thomas Watton for the Thunderers.
Yeah, Marcus Graham played his 50th earlier in the season. So Thomas Watton kicks the ball to half forward line. Vandermeer's the target. Northern Magpies well aware of that. Nice handball over the top. Cameron Redden involved. Meantime, there's a ball kicked up to the wing. Chopping off is Will Mewden, who broke the club record earlier in the season for the Thunderers. He goes up towards the middle of the ground. Here's an opportunity for Elijah Ware. Just keen to calm it down a bit for the Thunderers. He kicks the ball inside 50. And a nice chest mark there, and an opportunity now for Ironbank to kick their first.
Yep, used his body well to hold Leaf out there as the ball came in, and looks like it is Ballastrin. Will Ballastrin,
yep.
21, because it's a 6A grade game for this season. So an opportunity here to finally get Ironbank on the board with a major. As I said, just to blunt this very good start by the Northern Magpies. So Ballastrin got close to the man on the mark, and as a result has pulled the kick wide through for a minor score. 3 behinds, plays 5-3, so a 30-point margin here. 20 minutes gone, call the wild. Just enjoying our worldwide stream.
Braden Hutt just going for a bit of a gallop for the Northern Magpies as Danny Leith kicks the ball from the half-back flank with a thumping kick out towards the wing. This is how the Northern Magpies love to play. Ben Hanna tried to get the ball on quickly to Redden. He's keen to move it on if he's allowed to.
Got to go back
and as you hear, the Northern Magpie supporters are pretty happy with that. So here's an opportunity for Matt Redden. He finds Sam Hanna. He says, come at me, forwards. Lynch was the target, so was Walters, but here's an opportunity now. Thunderers through Galliford Pistols, and he goes up the wing.
Yeah, the young man did well. But here's that man, Hanna. Gets it out here to Redden. Chain of handballs ends here. Graber.
Champagne
In
footy.
space, and thought about playing on, but he'll go back and no doubt bang it deep. Oh, he's got a lead here as he waits for the tall timber to make the moves.
Oh, the back of the bus.
And Walters. Great work there by Graber.
They're all queuing up.
Just instinctively saw the movement and thought, I'll hold on to this, and then just set up nicely. Said Walters, who we saw that game against Creswell. I think he kicked 8 goals. Is my right?
No,
day?
4.
4, sorry. Well, thought he was doubly as
that's
good.
right. But he was on fire before he got injured. Pistols
Just,
missed 6 matches, and now he's back over the last fortnight.
Yep, Golden Grove recruit. 17 goals for the season. As we said, interrupted. They'll be pretty happy to see him back for the finals looming, particularly when he adds another goal to his tally. So 6 for the term. Magpies just swooping away here, Jaden J.
Yeah, you're right, Pistols. The kicking count is 39-26 in favour of Gumeracha. Marks 11-9 in favour of Gumeracha. And the inside 50s, 15-6 in favour of the Northern Magpies. So Ironbank is winning the tackling count 26-20, so good pressure there. But yeah, very interesting here with Gumeracha steaming ahead.
John Cox gone into the middle. Will Mewden's also in there. Just keen to at least get a settler here, Pistols, as we head towards quarter time. Also in the ruck is, looks like Henry Moss. Magpies up and about. Sam Hanna in there. Graber, I think.
Yep.
Oh, Mitchell Trebka, sorry. And also Graber. Just waiting.
Looks like the
Footy's gone to the...
Hasn't gone in the back of the ute, got the car going past, has it?
All right, here we go. Ready to reload. What a great start for the Northern Magpies, of course, as we said, against Meadows.
Well,
They came out the blocks with a
very
similar
important
scoreline.
game for them today, that game at Kangaroo and Meadows. Also, Benny, they could find themselves in the third spot, double chance territory by the end of this game.
Jaden, the last Gumeracha home game, was that against Meadows?
Correct.
So in that game, they kicked 8-0 in the first quarter. Now they're 6-0 and plenty of time left in the first term. We go back in the ruck. Sam Hanna gets the immediate centre clearance towards the centre half forward, looking for Lynch. Backing up. Here's Ware. Goes past Redden, gets the handball back. So Ware from the half back line, low kick into the middle of the ground and finds Levi Grigg.
So,
Yep.
yeah, sorry, I was just watching behind the play. There's a little bit of
Hello.
to do down here, the back lines. But meanwhile, up to the scoreboard, and there's a good
Vandermeer.
grab taken out there by Vandermeer. As the boys behind the play have sorted out their differences. So Vandermeer, we saw him have a shot earlier, register behind him. Said 14 goals he kicked in his last game before the State Country Championships
They are
break.
holding into the sausages here.
Well,
It's
I'll
a
tell you what.
fantastic canteen.
Chips and gravy.
Chips and gravy.
So, Carpy doing the chef, master chef Carpenter. So, meanwhile, the action here with Josh Vandermeer, because Padfaway recruit. So that's
There
a
we
better
go.
kick. The goal umpire didn't move. Umpire there. So, finally, at the 24-minute mark of the first term, Ironbank have got their first goal on the board through the agency of Vandermeer.
And of course, Ironbank Cherry Garden sponsors McGain Real Estate, Centina, Harndorf Old Mill and Norlunga Packaging. Gumeracha, of course, we're at Hybrid Ag Oval in Gumeracha. Product Carton Supplies, Y Climb, Tower Hire, Salisbury Locksmith, John O'Day Electrical, Gum Hotel and Kerry Woodards Insurance. Of course, we're also on Filming Footy YouTube, Call of the Wild Facebook page and on relay to Lofty 88.9 Radio with Altitude, and their sponsors are Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills and Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. Pistols, in the meantime, the ball is on centre half back for Northern Magpies, kick to the wing area. Here's Redden, camp right, he goes to Ben Hanna, kicks it towards centre half forward. Drop mark there by Moss, allows the Northern Magpies in through Walters. Under pressure here, the Thunderers. Galliford kicks the ball into the middle of the ground. 1-on-1 contest. Polkinghorns around the action. Meantime, the ball's kicked towards true centre half forward area. Is that a one-hander?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is a
John
one-hander,
Cock
but
with,
it's a free kick.
Infringement there, Goldie, but it's a bit
Marcus
of magic there
Graham.
from the experienced John Cock. So
Marcus Graham.
Marcus Graham.
Hanna. Kicks towards centre wing.
Good grab.
Ethan Lynch, look at the move. Neindorf kicks the ball inside 50. Who's down there? They're queuing up. Ground level. I think that's Trebka. Snaps the ball around the corner. Watch the bounce. Harding, he's dangerous in these situations. Watch out, he'll have a snap. Does it kick the goal?
Out of bounds, no.
Oh, okay.
But it might have been a bit unlucky, taken high, but play on was the call. So leading goal kicker this season at the moment, Benny.
We might need a higher net behind that goal.
Yeah. Ball once again disappeared.
They got a little gate there.
Probably a regular occurrence. They shouldn't have got the the club sponsor. They shouldn't have got the Y-Climb Tower. However, they've obviously chopped the trees back, which would have stopped the ball going.
Last thing you want is a bit of an accident, you know what I mean?
Yeah, get the football on the windscreen wouldn't be too good, but anyway.
I guess the neighbours would have an there we go. Where are we?
They've got a whole backyard full of footballs, the kids. They've got a different football for every day, they reckon. But anyway.
J Hill, while we take a bit of a break.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 47 kicks to 32 in favour of Gumeracha. They've actually doubled their inside 50s as well, Gumeracha to Ironbank, 18-9 as Ironbank switched the play.
Oh, nice.
Great smother.
That just
Can we have a look at that, Tommy, here again? That's just typifies
Yep.
Gumeracha's first quarter.
Matthews, yeah, I was just about to say, just said urgency, and they've come to play. As we said, Wells here will put it across to Watton. Watton just rather casually. but
Very
great.
alert.
Yeah, well done, Matthews. Now back with live action. Trying to work the ball forward there was Graber. Applies a tackle there, ball held in there. So about 45 metres out. right in front of our broadcast spot here.
Jaden, I got one for you. Ironbank's lowest first quarter this season.
So here's Matthews, the smotherer, gets the ball, tries to shut off with the poke, gets back to Graber, has a little bit of a fumble there. Also there's Sammy Hanna. Over the top is Graber, who recovered well and put pressure on. So right in front of our filming footy broadcast spot. See a beautiful day here in the Adelaide Hills. You can see the sunshine, the shadows from the players. Ball comes down here, trying to go through with Benny Hanna. Here's Levi Grigg.
Oh, hang on.
Under a skipper, because into leg grip in recent times. Ball held in there.
They're into
Jaden J.
six sausage here.
Cheers, thanks, Pistols. So, Goldie, your question before, Ironbank's lowest first quarter score was actually round 1. They scored 2 points.
Okay.
Actually, we might get a stat here as the ball's just about disappeared.
It's under the van.
Under the van. Tomia will get a stat here.
So boundary throw in 28-minute mark. We're in for a bit of a long quarter. We've had 7 goals, 6 of those to the Northern Magpies, who have been on fire towards this end of the ground. So, clearing kick out of the stoppage by Galliford for Thunderers. True centre half forward area for the Northern Magpies. Nice work by, well, that's a legging. No? Neindorf kicks it inside 50 for the Northern Magpies. And a slight slip up there, and Gumeracha got another chance through Dylan Harding, who I reckon had a bag of 9 a few rounds ago.
Tyler Quinn a bit unlucky here. I think
Yeah,
he thought it was legging.
I thought it was a leg myself.
There he is. It just, well, below the knee or maybe borderline, but as you said, ruthless the Magpies.
Got anything on Harding? I think he's kicked 9 a few weeks ago.
He's kicked, I believe he's kicked 26.
26 for the season as he approaches here.
And
By
he's
Trev
missed that.
Mack. No, not on this occasion. So Miners score. So 6-4 to 1-3. Jaden?
Yeah, so very
Back on the road
interesting.
again.
It's actually 20 inside of 50s for Gumeracha at the moment, so they've been stealing it inside 50 really.
They might be happy that Gumeracha are going to be kicking up the other end next quarter.
I suppose it gives them an
As
opportunity
Ironbank
to have a
turn
breather, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes. But the Academy boys got to race out and get the...
He's got to
got to go at the big rocking horse to get the ball.
He's got to have his peripherals about him as he crossed that road.
Looks like in the wild there.
All right, we're back.
So, Thunderers will bring the ball back in. Broadcast side of the ground. Oh,
Desengo was held on to.
Desengo. But in the meantime, the siren has gone. Not a very long blast by the sounds of it. We hardly caught that. So, quarter time has arrived, and if you're a Gumeracha supporter, you'd be pretty happy with the way your side has started this game. 6-4, 40 leading the Ironbank Thunderers 1-3-9. So pretty... well,
there'll be plenty of highlights, Pistols, as we come back from the break.
Will indeed. So we'll just go for a quarter time break for our valuable sponsors. Back with more soon on the Call of the Wild. And welcome back here to Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval. Quarter time. Gumeracha already out in their positions, and why not when you're confidently lead by 31 points after a rousing opening term, 6-4 to 1-3, and Ironbank just moving into their positions now. So the Thunderers, visiting Thunderers, perhaps a little bit shell-shocked here by the start they've encountered, so be keen to see what they can do to pull themselves out of this deficit. As we said, 6-4 to 1-3. Gumeracha really just in charge, precision use of the footy. So umpire Wall holds the ball off. We're away in the second term. King gets the ball down. Hannah, Ben Variety, handball, intercepted there. Neindorf, heavy bodywork there. Ball comes out here. Thunderers looking to go forward. Finally the ball comes here. They get inside 50 for the first time. On the lead there is Josh Vandermeer, who kicked their only goal late in that first term. As we said, coming into the game with 14 goals in his last game prior to the country championship, so he certainly knows where the big sticks are. So be keen here to double their goal input already in the early stages of the second term. So as we said, kicking towards the right of screen, or right of your dial for those listeners on 88.9 FM. So Vandermeer. Great action, you can tell by the response, and actually even less the Gumeracha crowd know about it, but I tell you what, I'd need a few more under my belt before I do that. So, took 49 seconds though for the response and get on the board, where get their first goal, where it took 24 minutes in the first term, Jaden J. So, positive start for the Thunderers.
Yes, definitely. Well done to Ironbank there. Their score of 9 was actually their lowest first quarter score against Gumeracha. So, Gumeracha, so well done to Vandermeer there to get Ironbank on the board, and hopefully they can get a few more goals and make it a closer contest.
So back in the middle, that was an important goal for the Thunderers. Umpire Ross Wall put the ball back up in the air. 2 minute
Cock and Ruck, Betty.
Trying to change a few things up, Pistols. It's worked early with the goal to Vandermeer. We've got the pan cam for this quarter, so we'll have a look at the club room area and the interchange bench. So that should be good times, and see who's around that area. Of course, a premiership reunion day for the Northern Magpies, so don't go anywhere half time. We'll have a bit of a chat to Donald Watton, plus some of the legends will join us here. We've got a bit of feeling here in the middle. These two sides definitely right up there come the end of the year. Ironbank need another one here, and then we're starting to get towards game on territory. At the moment, Northern Magpies on top, quite clearly. Thunder is holding the ball up. So 25 points the margin, Pistols. Another one here, and then they can start to build it.
No doubt Coach Eliza Ware would have wrapped them up at quarter time, just make a bit more physical contest, and they've certainly done that in the opening couple of minutes of this second term. Milden sliding in heavily there over the top of Hannah, Ben Variety.
Of course, both sides had the break last week with the Country Carnival with no representatives, so they nice and
King goes down to the earth move for you, Goldie.
Goodness.
As the ball comes in, but taking it away.
Hopefully he's all right.
Is Trepka Daniel, gets it out wide here, trying to keep the ball in out wide there. There's a teammate, might have been Redden, but ball out over the boundary line. So big King is up, the big man.
There we go.
And there's
look at that, good crowd.
Good crowd in the house here.
And there's sausage rolls and snags and everything.
So
burgers
close to
and
the boundary
chips
line. Pressure Graber involved there. So once again, the Academy boys says, I'll pitch it in. So as I said, cars lining the oval, and the crowd enjoying a really nice winter afternoon in the Adelaide Hills out in the sun.
Alrighty, so the ball inside attacking 50 for the Magpies. Clearing ball outside of defensive 50. I think that was Desengo. Good to see the big man is alright, and that's Sean King. So Gumeracha Ruckman kicks in the middle of the ground dangerously. Magpies like this sort of stuff though. They like to take it on through the middle of the ground, but the Thunderers are aware of that, and they hold the ball up in the middle of the ground. So good signs here for Ironbank to start this second quarter.
So umpire Timmy Napstein will set it up, centre of the ground. King doing battle, got a double swipe, got it clear.
Oh,
tackle applied there.
That's okay.
By Harry Parker. So the Thunderers couldn't get a clearance away there. So John Cock and King will go again. The Colt figure King flicks it over the back. Chance there for Harry Parker. Once again, almost a replay of the previous attempted clearance.
Ironbank without their big man today, Pistols.
Yeah.
Stuart Ferenczi.
Ferenczi, that's the one. So finally a kick forward. Fisted forward there. I think that was Redden. Ball comes back here to Hannah. Tries to spin his way out of trouble. Finally, the Ironbank defence. Oh, great smother there. Brings the ball to contact. Oh, heavy body clash there.
It's a bit of an arm wrestle now.
Yep, it is. Thunderers are certainly lifted, and they need to.
Watch out,
Kept
Danny.
on the ball is Danny Leaf. Ferris Bueller takes the mark, so he's off to the races out to the wing area where he's going to lose teammate.
Yep. All right, half back line. Northern Magpies keen to move it through the middle of the ground or out towards the wing area. That's Schutz. He finds a teammate here in Parker, Harry Parker. Goes inside 50. Nice work there by Hopeful, I think it was, Pistols.
Yep.
Of
Isaac.
the Isaac variety. And so the ball is now half forward line for the Northern Magpies. Good crowd in the house. 5 minutes gone. 25 points the margin. Stoppage situation.
Ball up. Here's a chance for the Thunderers. Going to go over the ball. Good pressure applied by the Gums.
Player
Great
down.
tackle applied there by Sam Hanna. Ball spills free. Close to the Ironbank coaching box. Finally, wedged next to the line was Parker. Jack Variety curls the ball back in. Quick handball there. Ben Hanna.
Oh, they're on to him now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Well, they need to be.
Can't allow him another dash. Bounce dash through the middle of the
both
ground.
the Hanna boys, if you shut them down, you go a long way to beating Gumeracha, that's for sure.
Half forward line. Oh, nice work, Grabo. Once again, you see Ironbank's pressure. It's certainly risen in this second term, and that's a free kick there for the Thunderers. Levi Grigg, I reckon it is, the co-captain with Josh Rosman. So Grigg, sunshine here from Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval. Dangerously switches. Opportunity for Hopeful. Ball hits the deck. All players around the action.
Oh,
And,
Galliford, I think.
Galliford involved
The young man,
there.
yeah.
Held up half forward line for the Northern Magpies. I reckon in the first term at this point they had 2 goals on the board, Gumeracha, but first goal of this
Ooh.
second term is Ironbank, and there's a
Ooh,
bit of
John
feeling
Cock.
to start this
John
second
Cock
quarter.
just fending off Lynch there, the former Onkers boy, Ethan Lynch, in the ruck contest with his foot, and rightly so, getting a free kick was Lynch. Didn't like the treatment, but getting on with the game, which is good to see. So, picks out a lead, but I tell you what,
Oh, it's come off. No, it hasn't.
No.
Walters.
Spalders Walters taking the ground. Was it dropping the ball? No, said the umpire. Good tackle applied there by Hopeful. The
Oh.
Jacob Variety.
Flick it on.
Contest here.
Nice work.
Yep, there
Very
it is.
nice work. Here's Vandermeer. He'll set sail for goal. And
Has it
he's
got the carry?
missed it.
No.
Just lovely link-up play there from a couple of the youngsters for Thunderers.
Amazingly, Jaden, I know you said in the first quarter, despite the 6-4 to 1-3 scoreline, that Ironbank had the majority of tackles. I suggest that they'll be leading again in that capacity, because they've certainly opened with a bit more physical aggression in this second quarter.
Yeah, correct. It's 17 to 15 in the tackle count. It was 16.
Say that again, Jaden.
It's 17 to 15 in the tackle count. It was 14 to 6 at one stage. Gumeracha have matched them at the moment.
So Schutz chips it up to the cricket pitch area and
Walters.
finds Walters, his former Golden Grove teammate now with the Pies.
Oh, we got a combi van over the outer side there, Pistol.
Well, classic combi.
Sensational stuff. All right, we'll see if we've got any animals in the house
Yeah, we
as
haven't had
well.
a dog of the day yet.
Got a combi van. I like that. Meantime, middle of the ground, ball hits the deck. Here's Levi Grigg. He's starting to rack up a few touches. Looks for John Cock. Started in ruck in this second term. Kicks the ball forward. Vandermeer, that's fine. That was a battle of
Bodies, yep.
body forward in the defence. Eventually I got the words out. And that'll be last touch. Bit of feeling here. Danny Leith
Yeah, Big Red there.
and Connor Lidstone.
Cam Redden, Big Red, using his body well on the...
Marcus Graham will set sail along the wing area.
So Graham's kick out there, over the back of the pack, once again, is a danger man of Walters. Gets it out into Nindorf, the Billy Idol lookalike. Goes long, but here's a chance for the Thunderers playing in front, taking a good defensive mark.
Polkinghorn.
So Polkinghorn, late inclusion, gets it across here. I think this is Hopeful.
Yep.
Hopeful sets it out here towards a team.
That's a lovely kick. Thanks for coming, he says.
Matheson, the young man, under pressure, but got the handball out to teammate. High kick down against Chris Morgan.
That's a mark.
And then the mark's been completed there by Vandermeer.
Great transition through the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
Thunder is starting to show how dangerous they are.
Chris Morgan just streaking through there.
Keen to move it on quickly as
Same
well.
bolt style. Morgan hasn't moved that quick for years.
So here's Vandermeer.
As said, 14 goals in his last match. He's got a bag of party tricks. He'll need one here.
Oh, he's kicked it.
And he has.
Love it. Thunder is starting to click here, Jaden.
They sure are. So well done by Vandermeer. It's 14 kicks to 13 now in favour of Ironbank, so just winning that tally there, guys.
In this quarter?
In this quarter, yep. And the tackling count is 19 to 16 in favour of Ironbank as well, with the inside 50 6 to 5 in favour of Ironbank. So they're actually winning that count. With the first quarter, Gumeracha won that tally 20 to 9. So yes, very interesting contest now.
All right.
Back to 18 points.
Back in the middle as we see the grandstand area. Looks like Ben Hanna just having a bit of a break. Danny Leith also there.
Gentle Zephyr in the flag.
Very slight. Heading across to the combi area, I reckon, on the wing. And once again, the ball is in someone's property. And now we've found it. Boundary umpires going to earn their keep today.
Yeah, the Matheson boys, Max and Jake, they should get extra today for the extra territory they cover over the Gumeracha suburbs.
The new Hills Football League coach of the umpires will no doubt be keen for them to step up again next year. Pistols, I'm sure. Back in the middle. Rucks go at it. So the Thunderers kicked 2 goals in this term, 11 minutes gone. 18 points the margin. Now we've got a contest on our hands after Gumeracha dominated that first term. And the Thunderers start to lock it down a bit here. Umpire Napsteins and Ross Wall had their work cut out early in the second term, throwing the ball up quite a lot. And once again, we got a stoppage situation. So, Jaden, just last time they met earlier in the year, it was at Thunder Park, 1 goal the margin. What was the score in that one again? I just have to turn yourself on.
Yep, so 12-13, 85 Gumeracha defeated by Ironbank, 14-7-91, so 6-point margin.
Here's the Thunderers bring the ball off the half-back line up here.
Beautiful.
1 grab, 2 grab, good mark.
Record breaker.
By the pass skipper, and games record how it puts it towards the lead of John Cocko. The back is Vandermeer, tries to shrug his way clear. Gumeracha defence mopped up there by Parker. The Jack variety puts it out wide. Trying to find Sammy Hanna. And the academy boy on the spot looking for last touch, but no, the young man says, I will ball it in. So interesting to note here, Goldies, we saw with the flag in front of the clubhouse, just a gentle zephyr, so no real breeze to say, but scoring to the left of the screen, this seems to be difficult. Gumeracha still camped on their 6-4 from quarter time, and we're nearly 12 minutes into the second term.
Certainly. Off the stoppage situation, once again the Thunderers through Levi Grigg. How's the bounce? Well, it favours the Thunderers there through Connor Lidstone, but it's a good equally worked there by Neindorf. So he goes out towards the wing area. He's got a team out there. Drop the mark on the scene. Opportunity. Set sail for goal from 45 metres. Danny Leith backing back and takes a relay mark there. And he'll move the Northern Magpies out towards the interchange bench area.
So it comes out over the back of the pack. Fisted forward. Swooping on it there is Tripka of the Daniel variety. Got across here to Hannah eventually. Ben puts it forward. Ironbank coming to meet it confidently. Well done.
Hopeful.
Gets the handball out here. This is Galliford, the young man, gets the ball locked up.
Good tackle. Great
goes
tackle.
to ground level.
That's
umpire Wall said no.
No doubt about that one. Sam Hanna, not as damaging so far in this term. Here's him now. Kicks the ball inside 50. Ball hits the deck. Mopping up. Tyler Quinn, I think. Centre half back area. Ironbank through the middle of the ground. Opportunity opens up. Here's Rossman, the co-captain. Low ball, but that's not the best kick. And Vandermeer a little bit frustrated with that delivery and opens it up here for Cameron Redden to switch play out to the dangerous Sam Hannon. And the umpire blew the whistle early there. Pistols thinking the male medalist will take the mark.
Anticipation, but no damage done.
One of the marks of the day.
Benny Hanna just stretching, had the hands up like a steeple on the top
Hybrid
of a church.
ag mark of the day contender.
Could well be. Gets up a little bit sore for the effort, stretching the old body, perhaps not as nimble as it used to be. Benny Hanna backs up and gives it back to Sammy Hanna. Said, here you go, bro. Just had another one to the stats and chips it forward and finds the lead there of James Taylor. They kicked the second goal of the game for Gumeracha. They're yet to post a goal this quarter. In fact, yet to post a score, but as he's tipped it forward,
Dwayne
Schutz. So Dwayne Schutz with the ball. Looks like he's going to go top of the square.
Hello.
Just ambling out
That's a little bit too easy.
on his own. As you correctly there, it was Waters, I suggested this.
Also well set up there by the Northern Magpies forward line.
So perhaps good understanding between the two former Golden Grove teammates, and Schutz and Waters. Here's that Benny Hanna grab.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, have we already had 6 individual goal kickers for Gumeracha?
Indeed, you are right.
Yep.
So the chance for the first multiple goal kicker. Benny very astute here on the call of the Wild,
Thank you.
as we like to be. So Walters, and the chance to post the first score of the second term for the Gumeracha after they've had that 6-4 blitz in the opening term. I tell you what, he's guided that
That's a
nice.
lovely
That
kick.
is a beautiful reading of the slight breeze.
Well, he spent 6 weeks on the sidelines with I think it was a badly torn hamstring injury, Pistols. And he's back over the last couple of weeks with, I think, 4 goals last game.
No doubt he would have had the Dartfish Betty on to keep the melon warm.
That's
he
it.
Won it the last time around here for that Anzac round match against Kersbrook when he kicked 4 goals. Perhaps should have had 8.
Well, it's 4 goals to the margin now as we go to Jaden J. Hill with some stats that matter from Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 24 kicks to 21 in favour of Gumeracha. Marks 13 to 9 and inside 50s 7 to 8 in favour of Ironbank.
Of course, we're on Lofty 88.9 radio with altitude. Thanks to Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills and Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers there. Get involved, Adelaide Hills Community Radio through Lofty 88.9. And of course, Call of the Wild Facebook page and the Filming Footy YouTube channel. So plenty in store over the next month or so as we head towards finals action in Division 1 and Country Division. Also, we'll be doing the Women's Grand Final, which will be fantastic as the Thunderers go forward. Went over the top of the Northern Magpies defender. Nice second effort there by Jack Parker. Slapped on cleverly by Redden to Harry Parker. And he's picked up there by Vandermeer and says, no, I'm not going to throw you to the ground. 60 metres out from Thunderer's goal as Vandermeer heads back to the goal square.
Round the grounds for Hybrid Ag. Quarter time, Nan Bremer 4 straight lead the Raiders 1-3. Important game for the Rams over there at Nan Oval.
That's a clever mark there by Danny Leith. Meantime, with the headband on, goes towards centre half forward. That's a high leap there. Trying to take the mark, I think, was Jacob Hopeful. He opens it up, though, for Hutt. What's he doing down there? Ball grubbers into the goal square area, and the ball is held up right in the point scoring area.
You're not suggesting there's anything wrong with his goal kicking ability.
Oh, no, not at all.
As we get the pan of the crowd, a bit of work on the interchange bench there for Gumeracha. The ball held in close, danger signs here. Can they clear it? Yes, they do. Teaming up there. Tamball comes out and the Thunderers work it out. Half-back flank area. Up there, the target's Muirden over his head. Bouncing ball. First thing we get there, Gumeracha get it out into the no, he was under the pump.
He did duck the chutney.
He did a Ginnivan. Accepts the free kick. It's Cam Redden, and he'll reverse the play and switch it across to the outer side to the teammate and Schutz.
Yep, Schutz, off he goes. Starting to open it up a bit at Gumeracha. Bit of free-flowing football after Thunder has locked him down to start the second term. Of course, it was a 6-1 first term. Now where scores are 7-4 to 3-4. Thunderers have won this term, but not quite as damaging as the Northern Magpies in the first term. Danny Leith kick inside 50. Harding tries to take the mark there.
He's got it back.
He's got it back and he'll snap for goal. Last
what,
line
it's
of defence, the
Great
Thunderers.
second effort. Hopeful put up some great, so the ball out here and deep in defence to Singo.
Yep.
He'll go across towards the scoreboard, finds a teammate out there.
Yep.
Got time to steady, puts it on his half-back flank. Was that pushed out by Schutz? No.
Elijah Ware.
Ware using experience this way, that way, tries to get the ball clear. He's
4
got-
Magpies around him.
He's got a
Can we
nest
just
of-
look at that highlight again?
He's got a
Pistols?
nest
Look
of
at him, how
magpies. He just couldn't find a way through. Tried
Just
the
get
underground
Tommy
handball.
there.
Tried
Look at him.
everything with Elijah Ware. Noodles.
Just kicked the ball out towards the... there we go. There's 4 of them around him.
Just swooped on him, didn't they? So, back with the live action now. Ironbank take the ball forward. There's a chance here. Mark taken there
Lidstone.
by Lidstone. Connor Lidstone goes further forward.
Vandermeer! Oh, he could have handled over the top of Will Muirden.
Muirden would have been out. So, team football was the essence, but
Little pop over handball.
yeah, off to the races, off to the rocking horse.
Yeah. Look at it. Just look at this. We'll see if we watch Will Muirden here, just running on. Just had to pop it over the top there. Strolled into goal. Right, back to
Vandermeer
himself
will need to kick this
he will.
goal. Why not? He's kicked their 3 for the match so far. As said, coming in pretty good form. So he's kicked 17 in his last 2 games, including 14 in 1 game. Here we go.
Oh, no.
I tell you what, Willoughby running past to say, why didn't you handball? But anyway.
Oh, they got the tunes playing. That's the, what's that tune? That's the Pluck a Duck song, isn't it?
Benny Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Benny Hill. But Cam Redden, meantime, kicks the ball outside of the goal square area. Ben Hannah, high flyer.
Oh, no.
Another hybrid ag market today contender.
Just turned on the aerial display this afternoon.
So he's got the ball half back line, kicks up the Combi Van
The
Wing.
Combi wing.
And taken
See
there
the
by
Combi, the
Michael
top of the
Walters.
screen and
Yep.
the left. Filming footy logo. Can you move that Tom here, please? Very nice looking Combi. The orange and black
Don't know what year.
paint scheme. Don't know.
Big in the
60s.
70s, of course, and 60s.
Might be just 2 wet up Splendor and it's come down here from
That's
Byron
right.
Bay.
Yep.
There we go. So, meanwhile,
Great
back
mark,
with the
Ben
play.
Hunt.
Here's Hutt with a chance, breaking through there. Gumeracha couldn't get the ball clear. Bit of push and shove Lynch involved. Looks like he's conceded the free kick. Looks like it's going to go
Well,
to
we are
Daniel
a stone's
Wells.
throw away from the Birdwood Motor Museum here, Pistol.
Well, we
so,
are. Maybe it's got a day pass to come out.
Yeah.
Give it a bit of air on such a lovely day. So they're just working the ball around here to Thunderers. I think this might be James Cross in the sleeves. He does cross the ball.
Levi Greg.
Switches it. Here's a chance for Muird in front of the members' pavilion. Gathers the ball. Curls it back into play up the wing area.
Vandermeer.
Chances for Vandermeer. He's got 2 to beat. Weight of numbers wins
Oh,
out.
lovely.
Good work there by Trepp. Gets across to Digger Hannah.
Yep, Ben Hannah. He's taking a few specky marks, kicking in the middle of the ground. Michael Walters is presenting beautifully today. Kicks the ball from true centre. How about the kick?
Oh.
Danny Leaf over the back.
Oh.
Shows a bit of a pirouette and kicks
Oh.
it. That would have been goal of the day.
Yeah.
Supporters up and about to the left here. Loving it.
So 1-1 plays 2-2 for the term. So
Michael
Ironbank-
Walters is really leading
Yeah,
up well.
Starting to have a bit of an influence, isn't he?
Danny Leaf dropped the mark, went again, pirouette,
Good recovery, but
just missed.
so Thunderers.
Entertaining second quarter
It
though.
is. I think this is hopeful.
Yep.
From the shadows, you just see the scoreboard there. 47 plays 23 in favour of the Northern Magpies. They put out the Combi wing. Ball ground level there. Schutz is lurking. Should the ball come out? Good tackle applied there. Held it in there. So we'll have umpire Wall come in and, umpire Napstein looks like. We'll ball it up. So Big King gathers, run goes the young man in Matheson. Ball comes down there, trying to hook it free there was Tyler Quinn. Good to see some young blood in the Ironbank side.
Yeah, well, they blooded 4 of them in the last game against Torrens Valley. So, of course, they're combined with the Iron Raiders. And it's a full club day next week, Pistols, for Ironbank. So,
fantastic.
all tennis and all netball and all that.
Yep, okay. Thunder Park. And
Don Rotten talks about that at half-time.
Bit of a reunion or something.
That's
Club
it.
day, yeah.
Yep.
Even the cricket club getting involved, even though they're out of season. Oh, it's hoping to get a kick away there was Harry Parker. Finally, they get the ball forward. Out over the boundary line with the last touch. Could well be hopeful. No. Academy boy on the spot said couldn't decide. So he'll throw it in. So match day club supporters, because
Yep.
Gumeracha Hybrid Ag, Product Carton Supplies, Wycline Tower Hire, Salisbury Locksmiths, John O'Day Electrical, Gum Hotel, Kerry Woodard's Insurance.
And Thunderers, McGain Real Estate, Santina, Hardorf Old Mill and Noarlunga Packaging, of course, Lofty 88.9. If you're listening on the radio, that's brought to you by Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills and Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. What a tackle.
Yeah, well, it's just too slow there, and a footballer to colour, Benny Hannah just doesn't give you any breaks. So here's a chance for Hannah. Kick the 4th goal of the game for Gumeracha in the first term.
Oh, he's
Unselfishly
found someone
gets the lead, and once again,
Is that Michael Walters?
could well be. And
No. No, sorry, it's Mitchell Trepka.
Mitchell Trepka. Because Teacher Gully recruit and 2020 under-18 flag for the Nord Football Club, Benny.
Very handy player. Jaden, just as
And 18 goals for the season.
so 4 goals the margin. Kick a goal or a point, Jaden will bring you some stats. Well, he's kicked a goal and it's 5 goals the margin now.
Make that 19 goals for the season.
Jaden,
Cheers, thanks,
they've
Goldie.
settled here, Gum.
Yeah, they have. That was their 39th kick, so 39 kicks to 36 in favour of the Northern Magpies there. 12 inside 50s to 9 in favour of Gumeracha, as they were trailing that tally early in the quarter, but they've stem the flow. Now they're leading 12-9. Marks 20-12 in favour of Gumeracha. The tackles 28-26 in favour of Ironbank. So again, their pressure's been good, but Gumeracha just kicking away here at the moment.
So it's interesting, they ended the quarter with a 31-point lead, Gumeracha,
Yep.
and even though Ironbank seem to have had the majority of the play, it's only a 30-point, they've only reduced by 1 point.
Could have been a little bit less if Yilden got that opportunity. Meantime, though, Ben Hanna kicks the ball towards the half-forward line. Ball bouncing. Here's a chance for the Thunderers. I think that was Desengo. Kicks it up the wing, but Ben Hanna, over the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes in particular, he's racked it up, marking and kicks. Kicks the ball to true centre forward, and they must just have some telepathic communication going on. Sam Hanna, and there's a beautiful kick inside 50, and the Northern Magpie supporters are going
Loving
on.
it.
Yeah, James Taylor. So he's got the opportunity to become just the second multiple goal kicker. Look at this work by Hannah. Just a little bit of candy, puts that towards Sam, and the two of the front's headgear.
That is
Waste
just
no time. Just
bang.
Yeah. Just great vision. It's just second nature. And lead to the spot. No, honour your kick. So here's a chance for Taylor. It's a chance for his second.
Yep.
And the ninth overall for Gumeracha. And I tell you what, that's not too bad.
Very nice, that's what it is. They're going off to the left. Very comfortable seats. And of course, half time, we're going to go straight to an interview with Don Watton, the Ironbank Thunderers Vice President, before some of the greats from Gumeracha will join us, Pistols, because they've got the Premiership reunion today, celebrating 100 years right through to recently.
Wouldn't be too many of those blokes.
No, 1922 side, I'm not sure.
Of course, they're honouring that Gumeracha. They've done most of the season by wearing that authentic 1922 jumper, Goldie.
Back in the middle, can the Thunderers answer, or Gumeracha going to kick away? Gumeracha by 36 points. Kick towards the middle of the ground. Danny Leith, thanks for coming. Bang! Kick inside 50. Walters is down there. Is that a mark? No, not paid. Ball, bang! Coming through hard was Cam Redden. And that's half time. And yeah, we're going to cross straight to Tommy now, and we'll go to an interview with Don Watton before we come back for some interviews, Pistols, with some of the reunion guys. All right, here with Ironbank Cherry Gardens Vice President Don Watton. Thanks for joining us, Don.
It's great to be here, Ben. Thanks for taking time to talk to me.
All good. Firstly, bit of a club night tonight, is that right? Quiz night with the guys?
So tonight we've got a quiz night, just a club event. We try and do it annually, so got to have a good turn up, some silent auctions, and just have a bit of fun.
And then next weekend is a big day for the club. It's a full club day. Just tell viewers and listeners about that.
Sure. So what we try to do is, because our sporting community includes tennis, netball and cricket throughout the year. Once a year we try to get together with all the clubs and get together and have a bit of a function. We call it just an all clubs day, and we try and get everybody to come along. We cook a couple of lambs on spit and make a day of it. We've got the Iron Raiders playing at home next week as well, so it means we've got a complement of 5 games, which is good. We only get that a couple of times a year, so. And we sort of have some of the past players come as well and make a big day of it. So we're looking forward to it. I hope the weather hangs in there. Be nice if it's like this.
Yeah, terrific weather today. Should be a good game against Gumeracha if it's anything like the home game at Ironbank earlier in the year, which was a goal to difference.
Pretty close, yeah. It was a pretty close game. So we just managed to get over them and hang in there for a good win. So.
How long have you been involved with the Ironbank footy club? Just tell us about your background. Where did it all start for you?
Sure. So I've lived in Cherry Gardens for like 30 odd years, but my son played junior footy through the ranks there. So I was involved with the club just through the junior playing all the way through from the Moddies onwards actually, and going back to about 2015, I decided to get involved with the committee. So I joined the committee, and I've been on the committee since then. Been the vice president for about 4 years, I think. Before that, just involved just as a committee member. I'm quite involved with grants and with facilities and so forth. So
Perfect segue. Big event last year.
Event last year. So we managed to. So I applied for grants for like 6 years, and we finally managed to get a grant across the line for change rooms. So we've had new change rooms done last year, which was really good for the club. I don't know whether you remember what our change rooms were like, but over the years it's been an interesting set of change rooms we've had there. So that building that facility has been really good for the club. And in addition to doing the change rooms, what we've been able to do is just upgrade the club rooms as well. So because our change rooms used to be a part of the club room, we've been able to take back that space, which means we've been able to extend the club rooms, means we can fit more people in, and just make the place more suitable for everybody. So we've upgraded the kitchen and just general done an upgrade with new carpet, new bar area. We've got a cold room now, so it's really good.
Terrific. All right, Don, all the best for today.
Thank you very much.
And just finally, the move into country division has been really successful. Couple of premierships. From your perspective, good move?
Look, I think it was really important for us to move to Div 2. It was a time for us that we had a lot of our players had been playing senior footy for a long time. They hadn't seen a lot of success, playing finals and stuff, and it gave them an opportunity to finish their career that way. I don't think we anticipated the issues with junior footy, and I think that's going to continue to be a problem. And last week we played with just one game against Torrens Valley. They were unable to field a B grade team, which wasn't good. But anyway, we'll continue with it. I think there'll be some work that I'm sure the HFL is going to need to continue to do to keep the country footy up to scratch. So clearly there's no juniors currently. We've got a relationship going with the Bridgewater Footy Club, which has worked really well for both clubs. And but we obviously would like to have junior teams for ourselves, and I think that's the future for us. I mean, one of the things we're really proud of is that we are now fielding very young senior footy teams. A lot of our B grade boys are essentially just under 18s. They've just come out of the under 18s, or they're still in the under 18s. And even in our senior team, we've got a very young A-grade team, and that's a decision the club made. We really wanted to promote the younger boys. We want to get them into it, and I think everybody knows that if you don't have junior footy, you can't do that. Yep. So I think junior footy in the Hills is something that is a really challenging situation for many clubs.
For sure. All right, Don, all the best today, and thanks for joining us, for giving that insight.
Appreciate that, Ben.
All the best.
All the best.
Welcome back on the Call of the Wild. Half-time break with Gumeracha in control here, 36 points. Now, big day at Gumeracha, having a premiership reunion. We've been Honoured to be joined by, well, privileged to be joined by two of the greats of the past here. We have Nige Jamison and also Roger Sweetman joining us. So, boys, camera's over here, Rod, so we can see your smiling face. So, welcome into the Call of the Wild, boys.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks for having us.
just hold up.
Yep.
So, just give us a bit of your input into the Gumeracha Footy Club, career-wise.
Oh, well, career-wise it's pretty limited, but I guess my only claim to fame was I'm the only player that played in 75, 82, 84 grand finals. So I'm relatively well-credentialed to compare the teams. But 75 we weren't successful, but 82, 84 under Roger as a captain, we got the biscuits, chocolates.
And yourself, Rod, you just said captain of the side, but
Yeah,
also
so I
coach
played,
as well.
Yeah, I mean, played majority of my football with Gumeracha. We had a run of senior colt premierships there that was unbelievable. I played in teams that won, I think it was 72 games on the trot in senior colts.
72 games.
Yep. And
wow.
And for a long period of time, Gumeracha provided senior colt premiers, best and fairest, male medals, leading goal kicker. Those players all came together sort of in 82 and 84, and we're all about 23 years old, and so we had a couple of years of success, which was really good. Yeah.
Given the fact that you were premiers in 82, 84, does it sort of does it sort of it was stooged in 83 when the Hills League had the one division, so you had to play there.
Yeah, we did.
And you were the best performed of the Division 2 clubs, weren't you?
Performed of the Division 2 clubs. It probably stole a third premiership from us. We would have won 82, 83, 84 if that had happened, but we were the best performed. I think we ended up 5th out of a final. Out of final 15 or whatever it was.
That's right.
Yeah, so we had a fair crack at it, but that's what happens in footy.
Of course, your coach, 82, am I right? Warren Packer?
No.
84.
84, but sorry, Theo Moscas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us about the great Theo Moscas. He's a sort of bit of an enigma in
Well,
football.
he is. I joined the club about halfway through. I'd been coaching and wasn't reappointed. I don't say I was sacked. I wasn't reappointed at Yankalilla. Cheerio to Yankalilla.
The mighty Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers. And I walked in at halfway, and there's this bloke, one-eyed ex-soccer player, and I thought, what's going on here? But he turned out to be a brilliant coach, lovely bloke, and as I think Roger says all the time, he turned us from a social club into a serious club. And I think Warren probably reaped the benefits of that in 84.
Yeah, we were a social club up until 1982. I mean, we used to, if there was a Final Four, we would end up 5th every time.
Missing by that much.
And we'd beat the top team to get 4th and then lose to the bottom 2 teams to end up being 5th every year. But, Theo got us fit. He was very disciplined. He made us disciplined. Got us fit. And we were fit. We would outrun teams. Just 5 goals down the last quarter wouldn't be a problem. Run over the top of them.
Hey, the history of Gumeracha, because guys like Timmy Hannon, they sort of have catalogued it so magnificently, as we mentioned in the call, and the guys have come back on the ground here wearing the 1922 replica premiership jumper. Just tell us a bit about the culture of the Gumeracha Football Club. And obviously you're enjoying a bit of a celebration of it today.
We probably haven't celebrated. We probably didn't celebrate our history in the 80s the way we should have. There wasn't a lot of celebration of the 1950s premierships and that when we were playing. Yeah. I think as we've got older, we've realised
you've appreciated it more.
We've appreciated it more. And Nige has taken on the past players stuff. Tim's been a great help. And I think people are really appreciating what the club has got.
Yeah.
But we didn't when we played.
No.
We never had a 1970 reunion.
No.
Or anything like that,
Well, you guys would probably appreciate the fact, as you said now, when you look back to the fact that, it took 35 years or so for them to win another flag. After
there's a story to that, but we won't go into that while the microphone's on. But anyway.
So what's been the theme of today in there? Just telling everyone how good you were and
we get better
how high the marks are and the goals are longer. Or?
Certainly,
absolutely.
Quicker, faster, stronger.
I sort of instigated the 75. As I said, we got beaten. 1970 to 2020, we played in 5 grand finals, and the 75 team was the only team that didn't win.
Who'd you play that day?
We played Birdwood.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had 4 teams in the grand final, and only the senior Colts that Roger was playing in that won. So we had people like Ken Cole, who's the
the Adelaide 36ers.
Yeah. He came up today and had a brief word. We had Greg Mullins, another guy called Frank Lampard.
Frankie Lampard. Yeah,
Coach Loberthal to a premiership.
Yes.
So we've never celebrated that. So we thought it was about time we got together.
Hey, what's with Gumeracha? You have all these some great sporting names who just slip in obscurity to play for you. Because as you said, Kenny Cole, I think 2 Adelaide 36ers national basketball premierships as a coach. And of course in the summer, which you were quite good at as well, cricket, the great Nathan Buckley actually played cricket. Is that
that's
right?
right.
So what's your attraction to Gumeracha?
Oh, God's country, Jeff.
God's country.
There are no other ovals in the state that have an 18-foot fall from
Oh, Heathfield wasn't too bad if you were.
Heathfield was good. Yeah.
Hey, now, as you mentioned, you spent time, you went across and played Div 1 because you wanted to actually test yourself at a higher level, and fair enough. Very good footballer, Lovelock Shield, etc. But just
spent 3 years at Loberthal.
Yeah, the community feel between the clubs, Lobe and Gumeracha. And
pretty similar.
Yeah.
Pretty similar. I think all the clubs in the hills are that community club.
Yeah.
And I mean, after I left football at Gumeracha, I was president of Yankalilla Footy Club.
Yes.
For a while.
Yeah.
And now I'm down at Robe. I'm vice president of Robe. Community clubs are the soul of communities. If you go through the mid-north and you see all those towns that don't have football clubs.
Yeah.
There's an oval with weeds this high and a couple of goalposts have fallen down. They've got no community spirit.
Yeah.
You have to
because, as I say,
your footy clubs.
Communities aren't just for the recreation, the physical side of footy. It's a meeting place, the social gathering, as we've seen with our shots here today. There's a huge crowd here. I know you've got the celebration of a reunion, but just community people love their community footy club, don't they?
Those young boys they're not vandalising the town.
Well,
they're not doing well for 2 hours and on a Saturday. They're trying to keep themselves fit. They're turning themselves into good citizens. Why wouldn't you want to keep that going?
Hey, it's nice of you to bring some crayfish up too for your old mates. And you mentioned before you mentioned before we actually did coach against each other back in 1991 when Mount Lofty had a team in the country division 2. And
we won here and we lost it.
That's right, Heathfield. In the mud. Hey, but one thing I was going to say, I hadn't been there for a very long time, probably since those days, but coming back and I thought, nothing's much changed. It's like the land time forgot, as you said. The oval's still the same, the change room, so it's probably same for you guys, very familiar.
Not a lot has changed.
No. We were talking today that Ken brought up a friend, Andy Campbell. And he was 7'1". He had to duck to get in under the rafters down there.
Yeah.
We'd have no chance now. We've closed it in. But that's the only change in 50 years.
That's right.
Now, were you up for that memorable day in 2019 at Macclesfield? You came up to that grand final?
No, Robe had just won the premiership.
Yeah.
And if I'd known, a few people getting in touch with me saying, come up. And I'm going, can you guarantee a win? Because it's an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
You can guarantee a win, and they didn't. They didn't guarantee a win, so I didn't make it.
And you yourself, Nigel,
I was there, and even sweeter to beat Kersbrook. Cheerio to all the Kersbrook people out there. But it was a fabulous day, and we were starting to feel the pinch. 35 years is a long time to wear that badge. So we were happy to pass it on to that team.
I remember Benny
Pistols, I'll just cut in here. Josh Vandermeer's just kicked a goal, just to keep going, though.
Yep, Johnny and Benny Golfridge, myself, called that game, and just the excitement, like people like Carpy after and he had the original lace-up, because I think he played in that last premiership. Still had his lace-up, still fitted him, mate.
I did not fit.
Hey, yours has obviously shrunk a bit. Or?
I don't know what those moths are in my cupboard, but they've really made a mess. Oh, shocking. Shocking.
And even though you're down at Road, mate, you still check the Sunday Mail for when they put the results in and how the Magpies are going?
Yep, check how Gum are going, check how Loberthal are going, check how Yankalilla are going.
Yeah.
So they're the 3.
And yourself, where are you living now, Nigel?
I'm living at Strathalbyn at the moment.
Right.
So
not that far.
Got a lot of people there to cheerio too, and it's been great.
That must be handy when they sort of played sort of down south at Mackie or Kangaroo.
Yeah, I went
or
and
Meadows,
saw,
not far down.
Yeah, I went and saw Mackie the game last week. I thought it was going to be really close, 22 goals to 1.
Yep.
Fourth playing fifth. I don't know how that works, but anyway, good to see that it was the black and whites come out.
Just quickly today, obviously the second half started here, 9-5 to 4-6, so pretty handy lead for the boys at the moment. How do you rate them at the moment? I'd say as good as what you guys were back in your day, no?
Couldn't hold a candle to them. We're much better. We were better looking. We were fitter.
No doubt about that.
More skills.
We were taller side than their top side is. They're short. Unbelievably short. We were taller side.
Well, helping with Ken Cole being 6'8".
Yeah, well, that's
that helped some of the stats. But no, they're going well. Well coached, and we love the Guernsey and got our names on them. So
yeah,
great.
Fantastic. And well done. Obviously, you've been a part setting up the reunion of the old Players Association. It's great, so it's going to become an annual thing. And
I think so.
I'm writing a history of the club between 49 and 99. So anyone that has any
That's the period you played.
Yeah, that's right. I did my best football in 49.
I was going to say, how many chapters on your good self, Nigel?
Yeah, well, no, I'm working up to it. But seriously, it's sad that there's no records, and I have to sit in the Mount Barker Library and go through all the couriers to get the information.
Think back of all the stuff and memorabilia you keep. And,
but I've done the same. I've done the history of Robe.
Yes.
Nothing better to do. Same thing. Up until 1976, when they changed associations, all the stuff prior to 1976,
and
the old Southern Ports League's gone.
History. Oh, well, that's history, and obviously you guys are a strong part of it with the Gumeracha Football Club. Great to see it, particularly for you. When are you heading back down the road?
Just 10 minutes time.
Oh, really? Well, thanks for joining us. Well, get on the live stream, mate. You'll be able to watch the rest of the game. So, and to you, Nigel, thanks for joining us on the Call of the Wild. Roger Sweetman. So, Nigel Jamison and Roger Sweetman joining us here on the Call of the Wild. So, we'll go back live there with Benny Goldfinch.
Thanks very much, Pistols. Great chat there with two of the greats from Gumeracha. Obviously, they're celebrating their premiership reunion today from all the different eras. So one goal on the board since that time, and that was Josh Vandermeer at the 2-minute mark. So here's an opportunity now for Ironbank through Tyler Quinn, I think, to have a shot towards goal. It's gone right to the line, and umpire Trevor Mack says off hands minus score. So if you're listening or watching, obviously watching on Filming Footy YouTube, Call of the Wild Facebook page. And we're also on Lofty 88.9 radio with Altitude, Adelaide Hills Community Radio, where the sponsors for that are Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills and Fitness and Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. As Sam Hanna takes the mark, pops the ball over the top towards Michael Walters, cleverly flicks it on. Walters working at tight confines near the boundary line. Good attack on the ball there by Henry Moss, looking for some support. Here's Hopeful. The two boys, brothers combining. Dylan Harding managed to get a handball away. No, he didn't. Umpire Wall said he threw it. So Polkinghorn for the Thunderers. They're keen to get something happening. Incredible, sensational work there by Sam Hanna with the spoil. Eventually the Thunderers. Oh, superb tackle there by Dylan Harding. Says you're not going anyway. Where to the Thunderers opponent there in Hopeful. And we've got a stoppage situation just outside the attacking 50 for Gumeracha. And J.J. Hill, just some stats that matter from maybe that first half or whatever floats your boat, as we got 28 points the margin here for Gumeracha.
Oh, geez, thanks, Goldie. So at the moment, 12 kicks to 11 in favour of Gumeracha. Inside 50s 4-3 in favour of the Magpies as Ironbank go forward.
Yep, continue on.
And
you got some more?
What about Gumeracha though? They've decided to clear it as Gumeracha have got 4 inside 50s to Ironbank 3.
All right, we've got a stoppage situation now. 50 or 45 metres out from the Northern Magpies goal. Kicking towards the entry gate end of the ground. A few kicks have gone onto the road. 9-5 to 4-7. And leading goal kicker at the moment in the match is Walters. He's kicked a couple. And also Vandermeer's actually kicked all 4 goals for Ironbank, which is interesting. and 2 goals for Walters down the other end of the ground as John Cock pops the ball over the top to a running teammate in Tyler Quinn. He has a flying shot towards the goal square. Here's Vandermeer, takes the mark. He's already kicked 4 from 4, and he's on an opportunity here. Kick goal number 5. All of the Thunderers' goals as Pistols comes back in the box after that great chat with some of the Premiership reunion guys.
So, third quarter action. Oh, it's a bit different inside here in the box, boys. I tell you what, it's still pleasant out there.
So we've had 1 goal since the start of the third term. Vandermeer gets a bit of a relay free kick or penalty after that mark and kicks his 5th. Ironbank's 5th. They go to 5-7-37. Gumeracha 9-5-59, and we're back to 22 points to margin.
Yeah. So, sorry, boys, I'm right in saying Vandermeer's kicked the...
All 5.
All 5.
Yep.
So, wow. Pretty good performance there. But, yeah, we thank Nigel Jamieson and Roger Sweetman just for a bit of a chat there. Hopefully you found it interesting. Past Premiership players here at Gumeracha and just talking about the club history. Of course, having a big reunion day today for their past Premiership players. So, back in the centre, ball fed out here. It's a chance for Hannah. Ben Hannah swings on to the right. High kick out here towards Graber in opposition to Galliford. Well done, young man Galliford. Graber went back to try and claim the mark. Second bite. Ball spills free. Here's a chance here for Ironbank. Threading his way clear there was hopeful. Ball comes back out here though for Gumeracha. Oh, taken high as he got rid of it. Could have been a free kick. And charge of light brigade there is Isaac Hope.
Just got a comment coming in here. Ellen Clare on the Calling Wild Facebook page says she's loving the commentary. So thanks very much, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. Looks like the free kick is going to go here to Isaac Hopeful.
Yep, just in front of us here with Dylan Harding on the mark. So he goes backwards with a little dinky kick to Desengo. Desengo will get on that left boot, kick it out towards the other side of the ground. Hopeful takes the mark. So I'll just get my team sheet there. Jacob Hopeful variety.
Just around the ground, Goldie, half time. He sees Nan Bremer 7-6, the Raiders 4-6, so 3-goal margin favour of Nan.
John Cock finds Rosman, kicks it towards the half-forward line, running onto it. Sensational pick-up, gather. I think that is Watton as a flying shot at goal. Vandermeer takes the mark, and he's going to go back and kick his 6th. He could have let that one go through, but the bounce might have gone right angles there. Who knows? We'll have a look on the replay.
So, opportunity to kick.
Oh, he won't miss from there.
6 straight, which they've got.
Okay, 6-7 now to 9-5. And I reckon that's the closest it's been for the match so far. Back and back, Vandermeer takes the mark. Yeah, he probably could have let that one go through.
They've definitely turned it around, Ironbank guys. 18 kicks to 14, 8 handballs to 3, 12 marks to 4, and inside 50 count 8 to 5. Those tallies are all in favour of Ironbank.
Harndorf 10-11, leading Achunga 5-4.
Okay,
I'll
so
go around the ground
umpire
for
ball. So John Cock in ruck. Ball comes down. Here's Grigg. Looks like he was scragged going for the ball there by Hannah. In fact, he was. So Levi Grigg, the co-captain, because junior player at Blackwood. Before crossing across the funder, he's got it to Morgan. Goes long on the left towards the top of the square. Good defensive work there by Big Red. Cameron Redding fists the ball out of the danger zone towards the boundary line where it's still in play. Leaf goes in as well. And ball right on the boundary line. Looks like it's going to be a ball up by umpire Napstein right on the boundary line, around from the behind post. So danger territory here once again for the Gumeracha defence. High leaper there.
Elijah
well
Ware.
read there by Noodles.
He's kicked it.
Ware, and he's
broken
turned
his
back the
string
clock there, boys. Elijah Ware, and becomes just the second goal kicker of the afternoon for Ironbank. Elijah Ware, fantastic finish there. As I said, plenty of experience there. Central Districts. And the Achunga Football Club. Look at this, grabs the ball, gets himself a little bit of space and just enough clearance to get over the pack. Through for another goal. So 4 straight in this third term. Gumeracha yet to score a goal. So Thunderers 7-7 plays 9-5 here on the Call to Wild. Trust you're enjoying our worldwide coverage coming to you on filming footy. So, game on, very much so. Ball comes out here. Chance for Gumeracha, work the ball forward. Urgency here is Braden Hutt. Handballs backwards to the run of a teammate in Parker. Jack Parker gets it to a teammate on the combi wing. See the combi in the background. And chips it forward. Looks like it's been taken here by Lynch. Lynch goes across. There's a chance here for Matthews. Bo Matthews drops the mark that he should have taken. Mopped up here. Wells with a long sweeping handball out here. Found Hopeful. Hopeful in turn gave to the teammate there and cross. Kicks that line. Good interception here. Ball comes back here to Schutz. The old 1-2 in front of the members' pavilion. Ball goes long. The target here is Harding. Got one hand to it. He's got support there from Danny Leaf. Once again, desperate defence by the defence. Hopeful goes backwards. Finds Desenga, but in the meantime, a free kick has been paid. It's going to go to Isaac Hopeful. So Isaac Hopeful got the flowing locks. One of many in the Ironbank side. Puts towards the wing area. Target is the big fella in Matheson. Just helped over the line there. Bit of push and shove off the ball. Getting involved there was Reece Woolley. Umpire Wall comes in, sorts out. So throw in. Morgan taps it. Shows himself. Ground level. Got it out here.
Through that, no.
He was dumped in the process. Morgan will get another touch. Sam Hanna, corner crisis. Got it out around the corner to Lynch, but his kick is cut off here by Desengo.
Yep, he finds John Cock. Starting to get things going now to Thunderers. Got it back to 10 points the margin. So John Cock, defensive 50, kicks the ball out towards the wing. Coming in off the line there for Gumeracha was Dwayne Schutz. Punches the ball out of bounds, so boundary throwing out of side.
Yeah, pretty good effort here. Gumeracha led by 31 points, quarter time, 36 at half time. Ben, as you said, now back to 10 points, game on.
One way then the other, sweeping handball back. That was Dwayne Schutz once again. Kick into the middle of the ground, opens it up. Here's an opportunity for the Northern Magpies off. Falling over there was Bo Matthews. Opens it up for John Cock. He might have hurt himself there, slipping over in the middle of the ground. Eventually gets to his feet.
He slipped and there was a bit of body contact, Benny, but he's getting his
all
feet, luckily.
So Ben Hanna with the ball. Hanna kicks the ball up the wing. Oh, Sam Hanna, they work brilliantly together. Kick towards the half-forward line, backing back. Lovely mark, Mitchell Trepka. So Sam and Ben Hanna both taking some good marks today. And here's Trepka, probably right on his distance here. Once again, the lively Gumeracha forward line working around there. Walters, Dylan Harding and co. Danny Leith is down there.
Kick one in the second term, has 18 for the season. Was former Nord under-18 premiership player a couple of years ago. So Trepka in those distinctive pink reddish boots.
He's
I'll tell you what, nothing wrong with that one, Benny Goldfinch.
Yep, lovely goal. Gumeracha supporters enjoyed that one. So a good answer to the first. How many goals did Ironbank kick to start the 4 goals? Jaden J. Hill.
Cheers. Thank you, Goldie. So the stats at the moment, 22 kicks to Gumeracha, but 26 for Ironbank. They're winning that tally. 9 inside 50s each as well. And also got a live score, boys, between Blackwood and Onkaparinga. Onkaparinga 3-5, trail Blackwood 4-8. So a close contest there,
What's
boys.
it, raining over at Balhanna?
Oh, must be.
Similar. Well, it was a tight game earlier in the season between
Different
those
conditions
two.
to what we have here. You can see on our screen, shadows, sun. Oh, nice backhand there from John Cock. Clearing kick. Came through the agency of Morgan. Oh, good scoop up. Here's a chance for Grigg. Goes forward, looking for
Vandermeer.
one grab, fisted away at the third bite. Bursting through there, Gumeracha clearing it. Ball will come out here. Good intercept taken by James Cross.
Yeah, Cross takes the mark. Wing area. Thunderers trailing by 16 points. Got out to 6 goals at
Big Red.
a few times this match as Big Red takes the mark. Redden. So Redden kicks the ball short pass. James Taylor. Cracking game of football. Both sides eyeing off that double chance. And of course, as Pistol said, they've won combined 3 of the last 4 country division premierships. Ironbank winning 2. And of course, Gumeracha drought-brewing premiership in 2019. It looks like it's a
holding
free kick here to Sam Hanna, centre wing in the shadows, just around from the clubroom area.
I think he was.
They're all lined around there. Big day for the club. Premiership reunions. Half-time chat. Pistols great with a couple of the greats. Sam Hanna, meantime, kicks the ball to half-forward line. Neindorf versus a couple of Thunderers. Ball hits the deck. Sock it out. Over to you.
James Cross, well done. Puts in the path of Watt, and he goes to ground under pressure. I think that's Trepka in the pink boots. So good flowing game of football is called by Benny Goldfinch there. Just flowing each way. Real arm wrestle now after that big ascendancy the Northern Magpies had initially. Great work at ground level. Hanna got the ball out. Oh, heavy tackle applied there.
Oh, he's given a free kick.
Yeah, free kick, yeah. Maybe, well, it was almost like a sling tackle. A bit of verbal, I think, here. He's been advanced.
Oh, no.
So I think this is Jack Parker.
Okay, he's given it for the second motion.
Then a bit of trouting off, I think, here. So my apologies, Harry Parker, with the resultant goal there. And I tell you what, Ironbank could be, well, the coaching staff would be dirty with that. They just work their way back in, and to give away yardage with just a little bit of lip is pretty criminal. So 2 goals in 2 minutes has really steadied the Melbourne Magpies here. 11-5 to 7-7 here on the Quarter Wild. Of course, thank you to our sponsors, Hybrid Ag, Product, Carton Supplies, Y, Climb Tower Hire, Salisbury Locksmiths, John O'Day Electrical, Gum Hotel, Kerry Woodard's Insurance. Good supporters of the Gumeracha Footy Club. We'll get to Ironbank shortly. Back in the centre. King.
Yep.
Here's John Cock.
He kicks the ball out towards the half-forward line, taken mark there by Jack Parker, the co-captain for the Northern Magpies. Kicks it towards the wing area. On the lead there was Ethan Lynch. Ball hits the deck. Coming through, looked like Cam Redden. Could have earned a free kick. Umpire not paid. Ben Hanna tries to flick it on. The Sengo around the action snaps the ball up high. Didn't eventually go out. And eventually it's gone out of bounds, touched off hands, and it'll be a boundary throw-in.
Nice, you got the home away from home in the back of the...
yeah, someone's got the combi van and someone's having a bit of a snooze in the back of the van.
So, ball comes down here. Morgan working hard. Gets the ball, goes to ground under pressure there from Danny Leaf. Line ball decision, says umpire Wall, who'll come in and ball up. So
next 5 minutes will be important. Ball up situation. Sam Hanna wins it out of ruck, gets it to Ben Hanna. That's no free kick. Umpire Wall comes in.
Just like that telepathy. The brothers
they
understand.
How many times today? Ross Wall throws the ball up. Lynch versus John Cock. John Cock wins it out, flicks it over the back. Running through here is Tyler Quinn, and it's gone out of bounds. So we've got an opportunity to just have a bit of a breather. Of course, Ironbank Cherry Garden sponsors McGain Real Estate, Centina, Hardorf Old Mill and Norlunga Packaging.
So, ball comes out the back. Morgan lurking. Oh, stole there by Hanna. Couldn't control it, but the ball come back out to him, no doubt about it. Here's Cross taking the ground. Good work there by Hanna. When the ball's in there, here is again Sam Hanna.
Harding
gets out here. Harding manages to get a disposal away. Handball towards close to the line.
Rossman.
Because it's going to be brought across the face of goal, which is just in the pocket taken by a hopeful Jacob variety.
Yep.
He'll put it up here to Woolley, I think it is. Diving attempt there to try and control the ball, but to no avail. So right out of bounds, right in front of camera. James Davis bringing you our magnificent shots here
As
this
you can
afternoon.
see, the sun just beaming through the camera there.
Beautiful work.
Boundary throw-in, 55 metres out from Gumeracha's goal. John Cock won that one. Once again, play going the ball down Neindorf. Rossman around the action. Here's an opportunity for Gumeracha. Kick forward. Is that downfield? No, not paid. All good. Ben Hanna flicks the ball out. Parker, Harding. He kicks it into the pocket, goes towards the drinks runner, and that's out of bounds.
Tell you what, the physicality's lifted, and why not? It's a really game on where Ironbank really well beaten in those stakes, particularly in the first quarter, but they've certainly come out after half time and really charged up here. So good game of footy. Still in the balance, Gumeracha leading 71 to 49, but we know how quickly they score goals in football these days. There's a man very interested on the fence there.
You're loving life.
Probably checking the race results. So throw in. Big King in front gets the ball down. Then lays a big tackle there.
Come to the footy to flick on the phone.
Yeah. Probably, maybe he's watching the live stream.
Exactly.
Filming footy.
That's what I was going to say.
We hope so.
Here we go. Opportunity. Ironbank. Good work there by Galliford. Got the arms up. Meantime, ball squirts out here to Tyler Quinn. He's doing well.
He might come into view, not quite. He's entranced in his phone. Perhaps he's watching the live stream.
Oh, the combi van's
He's
out
probably
there.
thinking this stream's as good enough as if I'm there.
That's right. Little bit of a delay, maybe. No, we're live. Will Muirden takes the mark. Outside 50. Kicks the ball long, strong. Vandermeer territory. Ball hits the deck. No, it doesn't. Offhands nicely. Taylor switches play. Oh, doesn't quite come off. Woolley pops over a little kick inside 50. High flyer there. I think that was Rossman. Ball hits the deck. And Neindorf gets it out to Redden. He squeezes it out, looking for a Parker or Braden Hutt. Lovely work. Thunderers keep it alive. Good smother though.
Isaac,
and
I thought almost
everything.
don't argue there, the young man.
Jaden J. Hill, stats that matter as we head towards three-quarter time.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 38 kicks to 34 in favour of Ironbank as they go forward here.
No, you're right. Keep going.
And marks 19 to 15 in favour of Ironbank. And inside 50s 14 to 12 as Gumeracha got to get another inside 50 here.
So Hannah to Leaf, he gave it back to Hannah, who probably did he really want that. Cross at ground level, his Leaf comes in, finally high
Graber.
kick by Graber, goes high and went longer, taking it by Hopeful.
Isaac.
Variety.
Oh, Walters.
Put down as he kicked it. No, said umpire, well, no advantage paid. Mark taken in by Tyler Quinn. The young man nurses it up to the man on the phone wing, close to the line. In fact, if we pan the camera around a bit, James, no, we can't.
Jaden, keep going. You've got some more
There's a
for
man
us?
just in the corner.
So 15 inside 50s to 12 in favour of Gumeracha. Tackles 28 to 20 in favour of Ironbank, and handballs 15 to 14
So,
in favour of
Trepka
Thunderers.
puts a lead
Oh,
perfectly. Walters,
nice,
one grab, two grab, not paid. As Walters down on his haunches there. Maybe took one in the bread basket. Let's hope he's all right, Goldie.
No, he's right. Hopefully he's all
Guys,
right.
just got a live score. Onkapringo have hit the lead now, 5-8 to 4-7.
Wow.
Good work, Jaden. Oh, Ben Hanna. Dylan Harding. Go.
Harding on the run, he's missed.
Oh.
Ooh, the excitement in the crowd. But, so, good game of footy here. Thunderers bring the ball back in. It's going to drop short.
Ooh.
Straight in the hands here of Redden. Really uncontested mark there in the end. Spots into the corridor, and there's Waters. He certainly has recovered Benny Goldfinch.
Yeah, no issues there.
Just lopes into the forward 50 area and says, I'll have this one. As we see the kick out here, and yeah, very easy for the Magpies. So the attempted clearance, it's come back with interest from the Magpies.
Well, they've had the answers all day. Thunderers came out the blocks, kicked the first 4 goals of this third term, and Gumeracha have answered with the last 2.
So Walters has 2 for the afternoon so far. Has kicked 19 for the season. As we said, has missed a few matches with a
Missed 6 matches.
yeah. So he's been a pretty handy contributor when he's out in the park.
All right, get some support here. Oh, get in there, they say. They love it. They love it. Up and about. It's like a little cheer squad here to our left pistols. It's fantastic. Just in the
Well,
pocket here.
It is a bit warm out there, Benny, and you've got to rehydrate.
Well, what are you looking at? Oh, he's still on the phone, texting. That's all right. He's focused. I'm sure he's watching us. on that.
I reckon he is. We hope he is. For his sake. He's missing a good game of footy if he's not. So 12-6 plays 7-7. So Gumeracha just getting that little bit of a buffer again. Handy buffer. So back in the centre. Big King unopposed. Flicks at the Colt figure. Taken here by Muirden. Goes backwards. Gets it to Desengo. Experience there combining. Puts the ball forward. Bouncing ball. Eludes everyone.
Sam Hanna.
Except Sam Hanna, as you'd expect. Comes back here. A good tackle applied there. I think it's Ben Hanna. So the ball held up there. Thunder's opponent.
Jaden will start to think now about his most effective player, which is starting to come at us as we head towards three-quarter time. Meantime, ball kicked out towards the wing area. Rossman around the action. Good tackle.
Yeah.
Pinning the Gumeracha opponent. Not a cloud in the sky here from Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval. And that's three-quarter time. 12-6 to 7-7. So Gumeracha answering Ironbank's push there in the third term with the last 3 goals. As we go back to Tommy and now for some three-quarter time promos and also some highlights.
Welcome back to the Call of the Wild, coming to you through Filming Footy from Hybrid Ag over in Gumeracha. And once again, we must thank our sponsors, of course, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and the HFL sponsors, of course, Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Sports Power, Rossdale Homes, Closey Supermarket, and MAC, the Motor Accident Commission, Road Safety, drive safely, particularly in the country. Think road safety. And, well, as we just said before, 3/4 time break, Ironbank just coming out snarling for the start of the second half, kicking 4 goals, but then answered with the final 3 goals of that term by Gumeracha, that just pegged the margin back. Gumeracha led by 31 points at quarter time, 36 at half time. And then Ironbank, as we said, got it back within 10 points midway through that third term, but Northern Magpies countering, as a good side does, kicking the final 3 goals to set up a 29-point margin as we turn for home here. 12-6 plays 7-7. So Jeff Pistola, Benny Goldfinch and Jaden J. Hill with you here for the Call of the Wild team. So last term, so 29-point margin here as the sun shadows become to get a bit longer here at Gumeracha Oval, but still perfect conditions for football in the hills, as we said. Second last Saturday in the middle of July, and brilliant conditions here. It's almost spring-like. Crowd have enjoyed a good game, and hopefully that'll continue, because Ironbank, well, not done yet. They need those early goals as they did in the second term. Benny Goldfinch is your caller.
Well, as Pistol said, they need a good start to this final term, the Thunderers. Gumeracha had them on the back foot from the start with a 6-goal-to-1 first term. Since then, it's been a reasonable arm wrestle. Who's going to finish the strongest? Sam Hanna snaps the ball into the middle of the ground. Trying to attack the ball there was Braden Hutt. 2 Ironbank players clash heads. Umpire Napstein shading his eyes there with his hand. Sunny conditions. Bit of shadow now as we head into this final term. Mark across the half-back line. Looks like Watton takes the mark. Kicks it out towards John Cox. Spent some time in ruck. He goes up the wing, finds Rossman, who takes the mark near Sam Hanna.
So Rossman, co-captain with Levi Grigg this season.
Just around the grounds, score I had, Kangarilla were leading Meadows by a point.
Ooh, that could be an important result in conjunction with this. Here's the chance for Morgan on the left towards the top of the square, but the benefit of playing in front is demonstrated clearly there by James Taylor. So the boy from Darwin goes out wide towards the combi and phone man wing.
Yep.
Bit of a fumble there.
He's off the phone now.
Backs off Trepka. Very nice. He gave himself room and then just passed.
Oh, hang on. There's a player down here, and that's Ben Hanna.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got cramp.
Cramp. Okay.
The last thing you want, one of your superstars getting injured.
Don't
Pistols.
get concerned. The Hanna family's getting to his foot now. He's probably got liver poisoning on the foot. As the ball held up on the...
he's coming off.
Coming off.
We might just get the camera here. Tom here just showing he's coming. Oh, he's in no good. That cramp.
Yeah, needs a trainer. Nothing worse than that.
Hasn't come off yet. Eventually he's coming off.
So, back live on the outer wing.
Might need a bit of
at the top there's Braden
vitamin
Hutt.
C or something. Magnesium there, that's he's just limping off the ground now, as you can see, with the sun just beaming through there.
So, trying to burst his way through there, I think it was Harding. He's held up. Good strong tackle applied by John Cock.
Magnesium spot on, Jaden.
Another Gumeracha player down. Looks like he's in a...
Cramp everywhere.
Got a bit of trouble with his, maybe his arm or some. Keep an eye on that one, out wide. So, ball goes forward, kept under his leaf. So the Ferris Bueller man takes a good defensive mark. Good to see him back. Goes a short little kick into Sam Hanna.
Oh, he's not in the good shape, that lad, out there.
Ball out here to Taylor. Yeah, I think it's Matt Redden. Ball goes further afield, and that's a good stretching mark taken there by Harry Parker.
I think he's got to breathe in a few, if you know what I mean. Pistols, he'll be right. Not that it's the best thing to happen. Meantime, Neindorf takes the mark, half-forward line.
In the shadows, but his head stands out.
That's it. We can pick him up. Kicks the ball into the forward line, but John Cock takes the mark for the Thunderers. They trail by 29 points. Got the margin down to a couple of goals in that third term before Gumeracha settled with the 3 late ones. Kicks it out towards the wing. Good mark there by Henry Moss. Keen to move it on quickly. Where's Vandermeer? He's lurking down here on Taylor. He goes in that direction. Danny Leaf puts himself in the front position. I've got a mark. That's interesting. We'll have a look at that, perhaps. Kicks inside 50. Vandermeer to target. 1-on-1. And he'll go back for goal number 7. Let's have a look at this.
That is an interesting mark paid there. He's Vandermeer will go back and line up.
Yep. So Vandermeer is
seventh, I
there.
believe.
There he is. Oh, he's back on the phone.
There he is.
There he is.
Top. Yep.
Just to make sure he's got the coverage right.
So Vandermeer, 14 in his last game, 6 at the moment. So this will bring up his 70th goal for the season.
Okay, there's a sniff.
What better way to do it?
Under 4 goals to Martin, JJ Hill.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So yeah, Ironbank have started well in this quarter. 9 kicks each and 3 inside 50s to 2 in favour of the Thunderers. So yeah, 6 marks to 7 in favour of Gumeracha. So be very interesting to see how both teams go, with Gumeracha averaging 18.9 in the last quarter, where Ironbank averaged 21.7. So both teams average about 3 goals in the last quarter.
Back in the middle, we're on Lofty 88.9, Adelaide Hills Community Radio there, and also on Call of the Wild Facebook page and Filming Footy YouTube, also on the Hills Football League Facebook page. So get involved. Live streaming. Last few rounds of the season before we head into finals. We're covering the Hills, the women's finals and also the men's finals. And Ben Hanna just going through his paces there. Pistols, so that's a good sign. Just a bit of cramp as Dylan Harding takes the mark, and the Gumeracha supporters up and about in the back pocket here.
I tell you, that's a good sign for Gumeracha. Harding just waited behind the back and it just dropped into his hands. More concerned about the, if we can see the replay here, and the ball came down. Maybe we won't get, there's that mark.
That's interesting.
Interesting mark, but anyway, doesn't matter. They've got to go at it. But yeah, so here's Harding. Just to peg it back. Beautiful shot on the left. So Harding, leading goal kicker for the at the moment. That's just his first goal for the afternoon, boys. So that's interesting. So if he starts getting involved, as he booed his 27th for the season, there'll be hell to play for the Thunderers, as I said, if he gets going. But good countering goal for the Northern Magpies.
Just around the grounds, Harndorf without Hayden, Hopgood, Joel Leake and Perling lead Ichunga 10-11 to 5-4, 3/4 time.
And I've also got a live score as well, guys. Uncle Pringa 5-7, trailing Blackwood 5-9 at 3/4 time.
Back in the middle, Rucks go at it. Thunderers needed a response again. Probably a couple in a row, Pistols. Levi Gregg kicks the ball forward. Over the top of Mosshead. Here is Redden under pressure. Kind of cleverly goes to ground in a way. And holds the ball up inside the defensive 50. So here's a chance.
Will Ballestrine, who claimed that magical mark last attempt.
Coming through off the line was Levi Gregg.
So the Thunderers sensing the urgency here. There's only 6 minutes gone, but they need, as Benny Goldfinch said, a bit of a hurry and just to reduce this gap. Fisted away, swatted away by Leaf. Ball comes back to him. He's got support there from Trepka. Chain of handballs ends with Schutz. He goes bang, bit of a mung kick. Kept under Big Gallop for the young man. Held his ground well, but fumbled it. Got support there. Thunderers hopeful. Looking for the handball. Gets to Rossman on the cricket pitch area. Puts it forward.
Oh!
Vandermeer territory couldn't quite hang on to it. He's appealing for a free kick there. Mopping up here is Taylor. Puts that towards the combi bank. Once again, Ironbank coming through. Oh, here's a chance. So it's a bit of candy there. Rosman, I think it is. Puts it forward.
Oh, Ben
big
Hanna.
crash. Hanna showing plenty of courage there, as you'd expect.
Sensational.
Well done, Benny Hanna. Puts it out towards the phone man pocket.
Yep, he's still on that phone. Meantime, kick out towards Bo Matthews' territory. He kicks in the middle of the ground. Attacking the ball there. I think that was Parker.
Wells underneath.
Stoppage situation. Smack bang in the middle of Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval with the Northern Magpies after a 6-1 start in the match, leading 13-6 to 8-7. Here's a chance for Ironbank once again. Kick forward. Vandermeer territory, and he's taken a chest mark. So he's got an opportunity here to kick his 8th, which is incredible because they've kicked 8 goals for the match so far. Is that right, Pistols?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Just thought I'd check. Yeah.
He's kicked 7. Ware kicked the other one.
That's right. So 2 goal kickers.
It's a good trivia question.
Very much
If
so.
you're watching at home.
Well, this,
Perhaps the man on the phone's playing a
it might be going.
trivia quiz.
We'll just probably get him in.
We could. He might be
There
giving a
he
bit of
is.
advice. There he is. He's actually giving a bit of advice. He's actually watching the game.
Oh, he's
He's
going
going
to
to take a photo.
Some filming or
Oh, it might be
yeah.
a selfie.
He's taking a photo of the leading goal kicker in the competition.
He might be getting a
Vandermeer.
combi in the background.
Goes for goal. He's kicked it. 8 of 9 goals for Thunderers.
I tell you what, a fantastic
that day-
individual performance here this afternoon by, could he be an effective player?
Well, if they win.
Interesting.
Hey, just to start here, guys. So before today, he had scored 500 goals in total in his career.
Wow.
And 63 for the season. So he kicked 7 in rounds 2 and 3 and kicked 5 in round 11 and also 5 in round 7 and kicked 14 in round 12.
That was against
14,
Torrens
that
Valley.
does help boost.
He might be on track for 100.
What, Quentin Graham style?
Back in the middle, King versus John Cock. Ball hits the deck. Coming through here is Ben Hanna. Sweeping handball out. Beautifully done to Matthews. Gets on that left boot. Kick in towards centre forward. Up went Harding. Ball hits the deck. Good tackle. Keeps the ball around the forward line for Gumeracha. Graber, this way, that way. He'll have a shot for goal from Bang on 50. How will it bounce? Well, it's got a bit of carry. And it's gone right to the line, off hands, minor score, and that goalpost takes a bit of a shake.
The race was on for the try line there, that's for sure. But unfavourable bounce, but...
Handy point, gets it out to 4 goals the margin now.
So, Pack sets it. Oh, big leap was Neindorf. Cuts it out to Graber, around the corner, top of the square.
Ooh.
Lurking. Here's a
Harding.
He couldn't get the last one, but he's got this one for sure. So Harding with consecutive goals. As I said, hadn't kicked the goal up to the three-quarter time. Now the leading goal kicker is posted 2. His tally goes to 28 for the season. And the tally goes to 14,791 to 9,761 in favour of Gumeracha. So back to that 30-point margin, Benny.
Well, yep, Thunderers had 3 defenders there. Harding on the scene beautifully. Snaps around the right and snaps his goal there. Jane J. Hill stats that matter as the Northern Magpies just seem to have all the answers at the moment.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So yeah, 16 kicks to 13 in favour of the Northern Magpies, 10 marks to 7 in favour of Gumeracha, 6 handballs to 5 in favour of Gumeracha as well. However, Ironbank, they've got more inside 50s, winning at 8-6 at the moment.
Levi Gregg tries to go at it himself. Got the handball out there with Quinn involved. Ball smothered. Good second effort. Here's Mulden looking for some support. Comes in the middle of the ground. Went one way, then the other was Cross. He kicks the ball inside 50, backing back Danny Leith. Vandermeer looking for goal number 9, which is incredible because Ironbank have kicked 9. He's kicked 8 of them.
Sets the 13-minute mark of the third term, Benny, when Ironbank worked back to within 10 points. Gumeracha kicked 5 goals to 2.
There you go. Of course, Meadows, Ironbank Cup a few weeks ago. Gumeracha kicked 8 goals in that first quarter. Good first quarters at the moment for the Northern Magpies. 6-1 today. Kick inside 50 for Ironbank. High flyer. Almost a mark there. I think that was Ballastron. That's gone out of bounds on the full. Okay. Interesting. Gumeracha supporters up and about to our left. Danny Leith takes the mark. Good to see him back pistols after some injuries at start the season as Ben Hanna just starting to get a bit more of a jog up. Maybe that magnesium starting to kick in, Jaden.
Yes.
Sounds like we've got the helicopter joy flights just out over the
Maybe
scenic,
we'll cross up to that now.
scenic hybrid ag. The cameraman in the sky, Tomia. Perhaps that's our next venture, eh? Chopper squad with Tomia. So, Big King, the big man, the Colt figure gets it down. It's a chance for Ben Hanna. Toe pokes at
Sam
forward.
Hanna. That's
Sorry,
right. That's
Sammy.
right. They're all
Toe
around
pokes
it.
at forward. It's a Hanna. The ball comes out here. Comes back out here. Benny Hanna involved there. Ball held up there. Benny just liking, and Sammy coming in to echo his sentiments. So once again, Big King against John Cock. The big man wins it down for Gumeracha. Comes to Benny Hanna this time. Gets a clearing handball back to Big King. The Colt figure hacks it forward.
Oh, good punch.
Good defensive spoil there for the Thunderers. Leading the race for the ball here. Going to ground there, I think, was Graham. Parker with a clever little kick around the corner, intercepted there over the line.
I think that was Isaac Hopeful with this punch.
Actually, it's found his teammate, sorry. If we watch this.
Yeah, good punch.
Yep, good defensive. So Graham, clever little tap out there to Parker, just curls it.
That's the mark.
Yeah.
Dylan Harding.
So Harding hiding behind the Ironbank defender. So Harding the chance for his third successive goal of the afternoon. As said, was goalless till three-quarter time, and kicks like that. It's a wonder he still isn't goalless. Not his best attempt. Comes back into Neindorf. Taking the ground. The academy boy in the background, so he touched over the line. Nice scenic way to watch the footy there, Goldie, in the blue Toyota under the gum tree.
Oh,
What
up
more could
there.
you ask for?
Ah,
us?
beautifully. Listening to Lofty 88.9 or tuned in to Call of the Wild on the live stream or Hills Football League or Filming Footy YouTube, I'm sure. So meantime, centre half forward area is Daniel Trepka. He's looking for a target. Hannah's around there. Sam Hannah snaps for goal. And it's gone out of bounds on the full. A little bit of class there.
Once again, that's the
Toyota
prime
Corolla.
position.
Right in that pocket. Everyone's
blue
got
car.
their spot.
The
There's
blue-
the roller.
Yeah, well,
How old's
Carpy.
that?
Carpy will be out there in the summer.
That's a sensational roller.
Looks like a free kick to Daniel Wells here. Last line of defence, hooked into the pocket, puts it out towards the flank area. Oh, big rise. A big grab there by Jacob Matheson, the young man. Good grab by the young senior Colt regular. Good to see him cutting his wares in A-grade football. Puts it further afield. Is Vandermeer, a long way from home. Clean bowled. First get there is Taylor. Gives the handball to the big man in King. Got it back to Neindorf. Kick up there, but Mark taken in defence by Hopeful, I think it is. Sorry, no, it's Matheson again. My apologies.
Couple of positions there for the young man.
Yep, gets it back to Crossing, it is.
Cross.
James Cross.
Yep, he switches the ball out towards the teammate here. That's Hopeful. Gathers the ball, arches the back. Good run, kicks it towards the wing area. One-on-one contest. Good mark. Ironbank starting to get some positions together as they go forward once again. On the lead there is Desengo, but how's about the spoil there by Danny Leith?
As I said, they look so much better with the Ferris Bueller being back. Of course, played a fantastic game in defence. Of course, Daniel Wood missing today, another good defender that they have. So they're starting to build a bit of strength. And, after today, only 3 minor round games left.
I reckon Daniel Wood was playing reserves, Pistol.
Okay, well,
so
there you
maybe
go.
he's closer.
Shows you the depth. There's Rossman trying to keep the ball in play.
Of course, Gumeracha won the reserves match.
Yes, they did indeed. 7-9 to 5-3. So a good win against the side which is sat third, I think. Gumeracha fighting to actually make the final, so they'll be buoyed by that.
Boundary umpires today, Max Matheson and Jake Matheson, done a good job along with Ross Wall and Tim Naps. Then Trevor Mack and Darryl Wood doing the goals as the ball pops out here. Kick around the corner there by Mitchell Trepka towards true centre wing area. Ball's punched and eventually it's gone out of bounds in the sunshine. Half the ground in shade now.
Still a pleasant conditions
Half the
here.
grey in.
As we can see, the sun's still
Sun's
shining.
still beaming through the camera
well
there.
done, Tommy. I've no doubt about you.
Elite.
James, the cameraman, has probably got sunburnt on top of the roof. This ball comes out here. Rosman, I think it is, gets a clever kick away. It's the attentive man on the boundary with the phone. Missed that passage of play.
Well, he might be tuned in, as we
so
said.
Desengo.
That head is really looking at that phone, isn't it?
So Desengo, good footballer, good defender. Fancies himself here. Could spent some time at Cadena, I think, Goldie.
Yep, good
in his
cricketer
work.
as well.
Yes. So Daniel Desengo.
Left footer.
Can he join the rare list of goal kickers this afternoon?
No.
No. Which is dominated by Vandermeer and Elijah Ware.
Of which Vandermeer's kicked 8. So
Pretty effective performance.
James Taylor kicks the ball outside the defensive 50. Oh, beautiful stuff.
Jack Parker.
Kicks into the middle of the ground. Finds Trepka, Mitchell variety. He pops the ball over to a teammate who's running
Oh,
and decides
Matthews.
to stop in Matthews.
He pulled up pretty quick. He was off to the races, but he's still in the barrier.
He pops the ball over the top. Patient build up here.
Schultz.
Schutz involved. So Dwayne Schutz just shielding the eyes. He'll kick into the shaded area. John Cock takes the mark. Picked him out. And off go Ironbank.
Morgan. Handball. Rosnan threads his way clear. Out towards the wing area in front of the broadcast. But bouncing ball eludes Muirden. Cavalry here. Trepka. Handball towards Redden.
Good
Locked
work.
up there is Hopeful. Jacob variety. Lidstrom also in there. A couple of young Thunderers. So
Enjoyed themselves today, the Gumeracha faithful.
and why not? Good day to get out and relax and watch a good game of footy, although the Northern Magpies are going to prove too strong here this afternoon. Tap down, Redden, got across the Neindorf to Hannah. Meanwhile, the Academy boy raises the arms and says, no, out over the line. So, little ray of sunshine here.
Terrific, yeah, no, good work.
Fantastic and hydrating, very important.
Very much so. Magnesium, very important. Ball, centre half Back area from the Northern Magpies, Dwayne Schultz kicks it into the middle of the ground. 1, 2, 3, taken there by Michael Walters, who's led up strongly all day. Kicks into the forward area. 2 Gumeracha players around the action. Ball hits the deck. Coming in. 1, 2, 3. Snap round the corner on the left.
Oh, Bo Matthews, stop it.
That's beautiful.
It's sensational by the young man. Second goal of the afternoon, and very, very special, I'd suggest.
Yep. Ball
Great
hit the
work.
deck.
If we looked at the Tommy replay here, good courage there by Galliford. Here's Matthews, swoops on it, sells a bit of candy, gets round on the left, says, thank you very much. And umpire Trev Mack says, yeah,
That's not
pretty
bad, he
good.
says. That's pretty good.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Gumeracha have had the answers all day. 15-8. Ironbank. Cherry Gardens 9-7. So it's a 37-point margin now, I reckon. So back in the middle as we head towards the 20-minute mark. Pistols, it's going to be Gumeracha who increased their winning record. Ben Hanna, will they go into the top 3? That's the question. They're currently in 4th. Barreled it away. Here's Hopeful. He has a bounce. Pops the ball over the top. The old 1-2. Links up there nicely with Morgan. Meantime, it's a turnover. Kick forward.
Matthews again
in the action, but that's taken there by Watton. And he'll look to switch the ball here for the Thunderers, and there's a couple of players on out this side of the ground.
Yep, puts it out to the man who took that miracle mark at the back of the bus, Will Balleston. So Balleston goes long, combi wing. Trying to find Matheson there, the young man. He was infringed in the contest before the ball came by Hannah. So the young man, Jacob Matheson, battled pretty well. Puts it further afield. Finds a teammate, gets the ball on. Here's Vandermeer territory over the top of him. Sammy Hannah mopping up. Ball eludes him. Gets assistance from Leaf. Oh, the old don't argue. Ball comes out here. Parker. Foot races on Linston. And finally the ball out of bounds right in front of our cameraman James Davis.
Meadows were leading at three-quarter time. Pistols 6-9 to Kangarilla 5-10.
Ooh, interesting.
A few players were out that with due to
important
COVID.
result in the context of that top 5. Here's Sam Hannah still fighting hard as if the game's in the balance. You'd suggest now that the Magpies have got it in their keeping. 15-8 to 9-7. So 37-point margin in favour of the Magpies. Here's Roston, the skipper, still working hard as he runs in the shadow. Shoots a handball to Watton. He goes bang on the left, high inside 50, but camped under him at Danny Leaf. Oh, courage there by both players, particularly Leaf. Sun in his eyes and running against the flow. He's down on his haunches, but Danny Leaf, take a bow. I know you can't at the moment, mate. Gutsy stuff.
J.J. Hill just starting to think about who his most effective player is. It's always a highlight. So, stoppage situation. Inside attacking 50 here for the Thunderers. Ball pops out. Watton. Ball spoiled there by Desengo. Ball pops out to Redden. Tumble punt out towards the man on the mobile phone. Oh, slung nicely. Kick towards the centre half forward area. Elijah Ware at the back, but Sam Hannah takes the mark. Set the game up early, Pistols, with a dominant first half.
Kicked the first goal of the game, in fact, and as you said, creative touches. Only kicked the one goal himself, but he set up plenty.
So Sammy Hannah kicks the ball outside the defensive 50 towards the half-back flank, and a good mark there by Isaac Hopeful. Takes the mark for the Thunderers, one of the recruits this season. He'll kick the ball inside 50.
So, Pat Gavin again lumbering out his Muirden.
Oh,
Hannah! Sammy Hannah, that could be the clincher.
That's the hybrid ag mark of the day.
Some great grabs. He's good at ground level, good in the air.
An exceptional
Can do it all.
mark.
Has an exceptional
Do it all,
game.
Sam Hannah.
Look at a replay here.
Exceptional footballer. So Sammy Hannah. What's on offer?
Bit of Leo Barry about that mark.
Goes down the line. Oh, good body work there. I think that was Harding. Using his, as the ball goes out, just up from the Gumeracha coaching box. And Brett Randall will be pretty happy with the performance of his team.
I think so.
As I said, I think I'm right in saying undefeated at home this season so far. And if you win all your games at home, you're going a long way to playing finals football.
Oh, here we go. Parker. He goes onto the left boot. He's got a couple of players running for him here. Braden Hutt's one of them. Ball hits the deck, sliding in. Thunderers work the ball out. Here's Moss.
Oh, the big man.
The big man does nicely. Of course, Stuart Ferenczi not playing today, so they're a little bit down on that. Oh, nice work there. High ball. Ben Hanna will set sail. Hannah's a flying high today at
What my
Gumeracha.
younger brother can do, I can do better.
And he's going to find his brother, is he? No, he's going to go over the top.
Chepka, no.
Oh, Trepka. Mitchell variety. Pop over pass. Finds Graber. It's been a good win today for Gumeracha.
Absolute class win.
Oh!
Oh, that wasn't too classy, but you're allowed
Oh.
to pick up once again, but he kept the ball in the area. Graber, well done. I think that's cross. It's immediate opponent.
Back on the phone out there.
So I don't know if that want to be for the highlight reel, that passage of play. But anyway, so umpire Wall balls it up. Been pretty good this afternoon, umpire Wall and umpire... Here's Graber making amends. This time he runs into a brick wall in the form of Morgan, I think it is. Levi Grigg, the co-captain. So umpire Wall, once again, recommence proceedings. John Cock, one hand. Hannah just bulldozes his way through. Quick kick away there was Ballastron.
Oh, clever.
Clever work overhead by Marcus Graham.
Oh, big
comes out
man.
the big king, the big man.
Oh, good
well
stuff
done,
from the
the big man.
man.
Oh, Colt figure, you can see why. Just giving everything.
25-minute mark. 37 points the margin. Gumeracha looking the goods with 3 rounds remaining in the minor round as they look to eye that double chance. Clearing kick from Levi Grigg. Gets it towards the half-forward line. Nice work there. That by Matthews again. Daniel Drebka, sorry.
Drebka, yep.
He finds Sam Hanna. Just happy to cool it down here as we head towards the 25-minute mark. Gumeracha finished nicely with a 3-2 final term. Vandermeer's kicked 8 of the 9 goals for the Thunderers. Here's an opportunity for Ironbank, the old 1-2. Hopeful. He goes out towards the half-back line. Taking the ball there was Tyler Quinn. And there we go.
Is.
Gumeracha have got the chocolates on Premiership Reunion Day. And J.J. Hill will look to head out and have a bit of a chat with a player that he thinks has been right up there as the most effective player, Pistols. And we'll just cross back to our producer Tommy for some of his magic.
Okay, you're back here at Hybrid Ag Oval in Gumeracha. We've just seen the hosting Northern Magpies have a pretty comfortable win. 37-point margin over the Ironbank Thunderers. And as usual, post-match, we always like to catch up with the most effective player on the ground who'll get the coveted Dartfish beanie. So without further ado, it's down to the man who always matters, Jaden J. Hill with our winner.
Thanks, Pistol. So here was Sam Hanna, most effective player of the day. Here's your beanie, mate. Well done. Congrats. Just take us through the win, mate. Before today, you'd only conceded 702 points, and you've only let Ironbank score 62 points, which is the equal lowest score of the year. Just take us through the win.
Yeah, that's I didn't know that, so don't know the stats around the Hills, but yeah, our defence is probably the strongest part of our game. So no, it's good to keep them to a low score, and we're playing good footy at the moment.
Yeah, and just take us through the game. So you got off to a great start, and your first quarters this year, especially here, have been awesome, scoring 56 points against Meadows the other week. Just take us through your starts and your first quarters.
There's a few games this year we've got off to a slow start. Obviously Torrens Valley and Meadows away, so we always want to start as good as we can and get a few goals on early, put some pressure on the other side. So that's one of the key parts of our games.
Yep, and just take us through, obviously, having those losses to Torrens Valley and Kersbrook. Just take us through what the feeling through the team was like, trying to bounce back and get into the top three spot.
Yeah, it was the few games that we've lost, they've all been like around a goal or just under a goal. So we know we've got the talent. So we've had a few players. I think today is the first time we played with a full side. So we've got a good squad. So we're really excited for the finals.
Yep, and just take us through your footy, mate. Obviously, you're playing behind the ball, and last time you played against Ironbank here, you kicked 5 goals and everything like that. Just take us through your footy throughout the year, and obviously linking well with your brother as well. Just take us through your footy this year.
Yeah, I'm just Brett, the coach, just lets me run around and just do my own thing, which is good, and obviously playing with the brothers, which is also just as good. So we've got a good group, and there's no big egos in our side. So we're playing good footy, and it's exciting.
Yeah, and taking some great marks yourself. Just take us through, come back to Gumeracha and now playing in front of all the past players as well and winning the premiership in 2019. Just take us through how it was today. You play in front of all the past players and everything.
Yeah, it's exciting today. There's some real good players in the past. So I'm sure after we leave the change rooms, we'll get out and have a few beers with them and tell some stories about the past. So it's going to be good.
No worries, mate. I'll let you get into the rooms and congrats on the win. Well done.
No worries, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much there to Sam Hanna, giving us his time and certainly an effective performer for the winner of the coveted Dartfish beanie. Be able to swap the helmet for the beanie, Ben.
It's a good weather today, Pistols, for a beanie. But it does come in handy at Gumeracha. Oh, here we go. Tommy with the highlights, beautifully on cue.
Especially on those training nights, you'd suggest to be...
Sammy Hanna kicking the first goal. And from there on, it was all gum.
They're quite a...
They're exciting to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say quite a proactive club too, Gumeracha, because we had Timmy Hanna on earlier in the year talking about the... because all the effects these days and studies into the concussion side of football,
yes.
And of course they're in that situation to study wearing the virtual reality masks or headgear to judge how you can, at the beginning of the year and then halfway through the year they measure again to see if there's been any effects. So Gumeracha going pretty well, and it's quite amazing, Benny, because as we were talking to the legends, 35 years in the wilderness before 2019 to win a flag, but there were some really dark periods for Gumeracha. In fact,
early 2000s, 90s.
Yeah, getting some huge scores kicked against them, but having guys like Sammy Hanna come back to the original club, Ben obviously coming back, he carved a pretty successful career at Mount Barker and also Torrens Valley, coming back home and then picking up some of these handy footballers such as, Harding, because Michael Walters this year, Braden Hutz, another one who's come back.
This one was exciting.
Look at this, he is a Rolls Royce when you look at it.
It is Rolls Royce.
As they say about great footballers, they say the elite
level. They make it look...
the elite level, and I'm just using an example because I love him. Scott Pendlebury, he's one of these players who seems to have all the time in the world, and you'd probably follow a side that might have one of those, or... No? No comment.
Okay.
Jaden.
No worries. Gee, it was just because you won last week.
Hey, Jaden, you got some stats for us as we look towards wrapping this up? Oh, hang on. We've got a score coming in here from Nan, I reckon, Pistols.
Okay.
Jaden J. Hill, over to you, sir.
You're the man.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
I'm
not sure the final score for Ironbank was 61 or 62. Regardless, it was their lowest score of the year. So they did score 62 points in round 10, and so that was at Meadows. So that's the equal lowest score, Ironbank. So well done to Gumeracha. Obviously saying beforehand they were the best defence in the competition, only conceding 62 points before today. So well done to Gumeracha with that achievement. It's also the second time they've kept Ironbank to under 10 goals. So they kept them to 8 goals back in 2017. But yeah, second time they've kept them to under 10 goals. So well done to them. I'll just get some of the tallies up. So 41 kicks to 28 in that last quarter in favour of Gumeracha. So 50 metres entry, 63 to 44 for overall in favour of Gumeracha. Tackling count 116 to 87 in favour of Ironbank. Handballs 53 to 42 in favour of Ironbank. Marks 76 to 61 in favour of Gumeracha. And disposals 218 to 199 in favour of Gumeracha there, guys. So there's the stats, the tallies. So yeah, very interesting game of footy, and congratulations to Gumeracha.
Yep, Gumeracha move now to 9-4, and I believe Pistols will dislodge Meadows because Meadows have lost by...
They lost
5 points.
Okay. Oh, very
so
interesting.
Kangarilla defeating Meadows. So that means Gumeracha will actually move not into, maybe into second. I don't think they'll have enough.
No.
It's quite enough, but they'll definitely move into third. Dislodge Meadow into
They'll
Meadows
be above
into
Meadows.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will be above Meadows. So just looking at it, was 62 in the end, Jaden. 9-8 to 15-8. So 6-goal margin, as we said. Gumeracha burst out the block 6-4 to 1-3. That's probably where the game was actually won. They led by 31 points at quarter time. Then 36, the same margin at half time. And then, as we said, about 13 minutes into the third term, Ironbank really had rallied at the start of the second half, but had a margin back to 10 points, as we thought this is going to be a real ring-ding-ding, but then they kicked away, and they've kicked the last 6 goals, so 6-2, to end up with a 36-point margin. So well done. Just quickly, short.
Well, Jane wants to say something. He's eager.
Sorry, I've actually got a record start here.
Yeah, we love it when you bring that to the table.
So since Ironbank is coming to Division 2 in 2017,
yep,
they scored 62 against Gumeracha. That's their lowest score ever against Gumeracha back in
really
since they come back.
And what you'd
2017.
What you historians would call the modern era.
Yes, the modern era. Yeah,
I got a 3/4 time from Mount Lofty, Mount Barker. It was 1 goal the margin. Mount Lofty leading.
Final score, boys. We can tell you, Nan Bremer Rams get around them. 48-point margin in the end, 14-15 to 7-9. They've defeated the Raiders. Raiders, massive problems and shortfall of players. I believe the B grade, they had to call out a few legends to actually fill the side. And so poor old Raiders, and bearing in mind they beat the Rams in the first round. But so that's a good win to Nan. That actually rekindles their top 5 hopes.
Well,
that Blackwood Onkers game, Jade.
Yes, so
Paramount.
Blackwood won by 5 points, 7-13
5
to 7-8.
points.
So yeah, Blackwood won that one. So just
okay, so Nan will jump to 6th spot over Chunga on
Chunga
on
lost to
percentage.
Harndorf.
Mount Lofty, interestingly, when you look here, Benny, they have the best percentage of anyone outside the top 4. So
I'm not sure if they've beaten Mount Barker,
no,
but they were leading
at
a
goal. Yeah. But anyway, look at the short goal kicking list here. Walters finished with 3. Matthews 2, Harding with 2 in the last quarter, Taylor and Mitch Trepka, and this is quite unbelievable for Ironbank, 9 goals, Vandermeer, Josh Vandermeer with 8, and Elijah Ware with 1, so I think he got the goal kicking. So kicking 8 today takes his tally to 71 for the season. So what do we say, 3 rounds to go.
Plus finals.
But you like to kick him in the minor round, so...
It's got Birdwood.
Just quick, like.
It's got Birdwood next week.
Okay, so
and then it's up for grabs.
And then it's 1 and 2, or depending where they finish. So
that's it.
There we go. All right. Well, once again, we trust you've enjoyed our coverage here on the Call of Wild, and we've got to thank our sponsors each and every week. Of course, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, and Dartfish, the best in the business for live streaming. So we thank them very much for making available to bring you our product. And the Hills Football League sponsors, of course, Police Credit Union, West End Sharon, the Courier Newspaper, Sports Power, Rossdale Homes, Closey Supermarkets, and MAC Road Safety. And I think it was the MAC round here today. I think there was a bit of a presentation for a bit of a medal for the MAC, making good decisions to as they do on the roads.
Yes.
Jane did with his most effective player, I feel.
He made a good
thank
decision
you.
the other week to ferry home those people. Very
Yes.
And of course, Lofty 88.9 Radio with Attitude. Get involved there.
Trust we've been able to paint a
And-
picture for you people.
And that was brought to you by Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers and Mortgage Choice Adelaide Hills. So,
And of course, the sponsors for each club, the Gumeracha Football Club sponsors, Hybrid Ag, of course, the naming rights here at the venue, and of course, Product Carton Supplies. If you're looking for some cartons for your product, Benny, they're the people who
they're the
supply
people
you.
who supply you.
Why Klein Tower, I see they've done some very good work down here. They should have
Tremendous.
left the trees high because the ball goes. Salisbury Locksmiths, James, so when you lock your keys in your car. John O'Day Electrical, we spoke to John, he's been involved with the lighting project down here, and the lights looking magnificent. Of course, not on at the moment, but we did see him earlier in the year. Gum Hotel, well, one of your favourite places, Jane, when you've taken a few for Woodside than the A2s, perhaps. And Kerry Woodard's Insurance for all your insurance need. And for the Ironbank Cherry Gardens Football Club, we think they're major sponsors for the season because McGain again Real Estate, Centina, Harndorf Old Mill, and Noarlunga Packaging for their support of those clubs. And we thank each and every week the sponsors, because without them, it's hard to make a football club run. So thank you very much to all those people.
And if you've just tuned in, you want to go back to some of the action and interviews. Pre-game, we had a chat to Tony Hannaford, the Gumeracha president. Half-time, we had a chat to Don Watton, Ironbank's vice president. And Pistols had a great chat with a couple of the Gumeracha greats.
Yep, Nigel Jamieson and Roger Sweetman. We thank them very much for giving us their time. Dragging myself away from the celebrations. It's interesting, Jade at Sammy Hanna said it would be great to get down and chew the fat and hear about the old days with some of the premiership legends. So
Yeah, great. Yeah,
well,
good time.
As the sun begins to
as
fade
the sun
here, Pistols.
begins to fade, as you said, we've got to thank people here, because the great man sitting to our right,
Tommy is
left,
exceptional.
what is it? Right, left, what day is it?
You're right.
It's like that
Come on,
beam
Pistols.
of sun you can see there.
He's the magic
That's
man.
the aura that Tommy casts over this production. Of course, Tommy, producer. Thank you very much.
Absolute
and of course,
pro.
James Davis is up on the roof just pulling all the cables apart as we speak. Thank you very much for his great work down the lens. Of course, thank you to you, Benny Golfage. Good
Yeah.
to see you back. Week has done you well. You've obviously been working on your game.
Oh, yeah, got the sun right through the window here, Pistols. It's beautiful.
And of course, you, Jade and Jay, well, what can we say? Take us through. How's today been?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
On that
Good
note,
On that note, don't forget, for the latest on HFL happenings, back this week, the Huddle Reform Wednesday nights, of course, on 88.9 FM. And we'll look forward to joining you again next week for the Call of the Wild coverage of the HFL game of the round. So until we catch you then, on behalf of the team, this is Pistol signing off. Thanks for watching us here on Filming Footy, and keep chasing your goals. Bye for now.
I got my scarf, got my old coat. I got a footy game to go to. Footy's on, footy's here again. Back to greet me like an old friend. And well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. I'll meet a friend outside the ground. We'll argue over who's gonna win. He'll go for his team, I for mine. We'll watch him slug it out right to the end. And show me the crowd and I'll take my place. I'm hungry for the taste of it. Well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what football means to me. That's how I like my footy to be. And well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about I got a long road to walk down to catch a tram to my favorite ground. Use my legs, use my voice, make some noise, support the boys, and that's what football means to me. That's how I like like my